Kelley Law and her team from the Royal City Curling Club. Kelley was also at those 97 trials in Brandon and made it to the final three. She qualified as the Scott Tornado Hearts champion. She went on to win a world championship 2 years ago, and she was first overall by winning her final round-robin game. Kelley Law is with Linda.
Well, Kelley, I think if we look back, nobody would believe that in 1999, that's when you put your team together. Because since then, Canadian and world titles, and here you are in the finals of the Olympic trials. Did you think it would happen that quickly?
Well, I don't know if I believed it, because at the time I hadn't won a national or a world yet, but Julie and George both had. So we sat down in the living room, I think it was our first or second meeting, and wrote down our goals. And they were to win a national, a world, and an Olympic gold medal. So we're almost there, and it's been spectacular and a really great run for us to be in the Scott twice, and in the Scott final twice, and then now in this.
Your preparations have been impeccable. You've used mental trainers. You've talked about physical preparation. Is there one thing that's made a big difference this season to get to this place?
Well, you know, just every single little detail that, you know, that we pay attention to. I mean, we've added so much to our team, team dynamics, our sports psychologist. You know, just, we haven't left anything to chance. So, you know, as far as our nutrition goes and our physical preparation, it's just been phenomenal. And you know, I really don't know. I hear a lot that curlers don't really prepare this way, but you know, I think it's a change for the future, because you might see in 5 to 10 years that curlers are starting to work out more at the gym, and we'll see more toned athletes out there. And I think that's what you need, because in these competitions, the week is so long, and fatigue definitely sets in at the end. And I know that for myself, from 99 to present, I used to get tired back then, and I don't. I feel really good now, so it's helped.
Now, in round-robin play, you had a very close game with Sherry Anderson, really tight the whole way through. What do you expect from her today?
Well, sort of the same thing. You know, we've played Sherry in cash fields and in the skins, and they're always great games, but, you know, she has a good strategy, and I enjoy playing against that. Sometimes it's more difficult playing against what you don't know is coming at you, so I think it'll be a great game. We're really looking forward to it, and we're just going to relish in the challenge. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a good game.
Thanks for joining me, and good luck.
Thank you.
Kelley really does bring the total package. She can make the shots, the save. It's all started by Diane Nelson at lead, who has really picked up her game again. It is well balanced right through. They can make the soft shots, the up-weight shots, and yes, Julie Skinner at third can help make it very easy for her skip, Kelley Law. Will it be Sherry Anderson or Kelley Law who will represent Canada in Salt Lake City?
There's only one place where the rules and responsibilities of life don't exist. Where you can leave reality behind. And it can happen today. Las Vegas. Freedom to get away from it all. The power of the ring lies not only in Middle-earth. It has found a new realm to call home. Come celebrate the Lord of the Rings at Burger King. Feast on a value meal featuring our new onion rings and get our zesty dipping sauce at no extra charge. Make haste to Burger King. The adventure begins here.
She won the trials in Brandon, and then a few months later was in Nagano, representing Canada. First time ever, official medal sport. Sandra Schmerler and her team from the Kelley Club in Regina won the gold, beating Denmark's Helena Black Larvesen. And will we ever forget this moment? A gold medal for Saskatchewan's Sandra Schmerler. As Kelley Law prepares, throwing her practice stones here at the Agridome, ready shortly for the final, the women's final, as Law plays Sherry Anderson up the road and then a little bit west near Kindersley and Delisle, Saskatchewan. Yeah, she qualified. She's won an awful lot of money on the tour, although she hasn't won national championships. And let's remember, in round robin, she did beat Kelley Law. Sherry is with Ray.
Well, Sherry, that was absolutely a fabulous performance yesterday.
Thank you very much, Ray. Yeah, we played very well.
Everybody played so well. You made some great shots in the early part of the game, put a lot of pressure on Colleen, and she just really couldn't. You missed nothing from that point on.
Yeah, we didn't give her a lot of opportunities. The first couple ends, Kim made 2 great draws in the first end, set us up for a deuce. And then in the second end, we just about racked with my last one, and she would add a draw for 2. Instead, she's got a really, really tough shot for against 3.
Now today, of course, this is what everyone's been preparing for. Can you talk a little bit about what you've done to get yourself ready for this, the biggest game of your life, probably?
Well, we've been actually preparing for the last 2 years, since we found out we had a spot in the trials. Physical preparation, mental preparation, dietitian. Ron Myers has been coaching us for the last couple of years. We just wanted to cover every base that there was, everything that we could touch up on and improve ourselves.
Kelley Law, I know you haven't played her a lot, but you both play on the tour. Your thoughts about playing Kelley?
Well, I don't think it matters who. You know, I never care who we play out there. You just want to play and shoot 20 good shots each, and that's what we did yesterday, and hopefully we'll do today.
And you feel good about your team's performance all through the whole week this week?
Actually, we have. We had a couple of ends, the start of one game, the end of another game, where we were a little bit shaky. We weren't really on our game. But other than that, I really can't complain with how we played this week.
Good luck and thank you.
Thank you.
Sherry Anderson's team, surprisingly, despite the fact she's won so much money and seems to be aggressive, she was the most conservative team here. Kim Hodson, though, wow, what a week she has had at third. And Sherry, has made some very big shots. We talked about the money she's won on the tour. In the last 3 years, more than $125,000 on this very special day, women's final day, here in Regina, and also a very special day for TSN. James Duthie, it's Special Olympics Day.
It is indeed, Vic, a very special day. We are celebrating Special Olympians all day here on TSN, but we also want to honor the people behind them, the volunteers and the coaches like Jim McGuire.
The 2001 Special Olympics Male Coach of the Year Award is presented by Staples Business Depot.
We came to Jim and said, you know, given Kelsey's situation, do you want her? You know, because she is going to require extra attention for safety reasons. And Jim said, of course we want her. Now, of course, she's been selected to go to the Nationals. And Jim has had a huge, huge part in this. Jim is just a tremendous coach. He's a tremendous person. He cares about the athletes, and it comes through. The athletes respect him.
It's just the athletes, the people you're dealing with. It's amazing. When I first came on a swimming program, I didn't know what to expect. But as it progressed, and it's like they're just like your own, and it's so encouraging. It's just, you want to go, you want to come back all the time. It's really rewarding. It humbles you, and it's very rewarding for you.
Just his sense of caring. It's not something that he puts on just to come out swimming. He genuinely cares about the athletes, and that's the biggest thing. I guess if I could learn that from him, that's what I would like to do.
It's well worth it. I enjoy it. It's great.
Yes, forget be like Mike, be like Jim. Call the number at the bottom of your screen. Call between ends. Call between rocks. Vic won't mind if you ignore him for just a minute or two. Right, Vic?
No, we won't. Kim Hodson has been a key to the success of Sherry Anderson this week. Once again, that number, 1-888-888-0608. A contribution to Special Olympics and enjoy this women's final of the Canadian Curling Trials on TSN.
I bought you a present when I open it up.
I already know what's inside.
David Ames had the perfect life.
Living the dream.
Until one moment.
Who is that girl?
Changed it.
That smile is going to be the end of me.
Forever.
Hey, handsome.
You're following me.
When did you stop caring, David?
Been charged with murder. Julie is dead. Julie is alive. There is no murder!
Vanilla Sky. Starts Friday, December 14th.
High-speed text messaging from Rogers AT&T. Get 3 months unlimited with a $49.99 phone. Imagine.
So you want to grab a bite? No, I think I'm just going to head home.
Home?
Yeah, you know, just relax, kick back, watch TV. You're going to watch at 2 a.m. Whatever I want.
You decide what's on. Go. Introducing the personal video recorder. From Bell Express View.
It all began last Saturday. 10 of the best women's curling teams in our country began play, hoping to get to this moment. And after 9 draws of round-robin play, we thought we would have tiebreakers. We didn't. 3 teams through, clear, into the playoffs. Law, Anderson winning over Jones in the semifinal. Sherry Madaw, Michelle Ridgway from here in Regina just missing at 4 losses both. And then Kathy King, the former Kathy Borst, Canadian champion. Heather Fowley, Amber Holland, terrific team. Sherry Fraser and Marie-France LaRouche from Quebec Saint Foy started slowly and came on strong later in the week, and they have given us some wonderful entertainment. And so from those 10 that started, we're down to 2. Sherry Anderson and Kelley Law will be center stage here at the Agridome on Sheet C. And it's time to find out now what the ice might do. Let's read the ice with Ray. And boy, the ice makers, Vutric and Gagnon, have been terrific.
You're right, Victor. They are their very best. We've seen some great shots and lots of curl. I watched the practice around that center guard, about 4 to 4.5. When you move to the corner guard, once again, about 4 to 4.5. A lot of late movement. From the outside in around that corner guard, we're getting about 3 feet of curl, late movement as well. That's all. Now, heat will definitely affect the rocks and the ice surface. Last night, it got hot in here. They had to drop the temperature a bit. The left side of the sheet kind of straightened out quite a bit, so you have to be careful. The right side of the sheet continued to curl. Also, you must be very, very careful. No matter what the ice is doing from a curling point of view, when you step up the weight, they will run very straight. We've had very little breakdown of this slide path, but you have to watch it. 2 tremendous teams with great paths and records. This should be a terrific game.
The teams are entering the Agridome, ready for this women's curling final next on TSN. Max Bell in Calgary that I'd eventually get a chance to work with an Olympic gold medal winner. Linda Moore playing Sweden's Elizabeth Hogström for the gold medal when curling was a demonstration sport in Calgary. And I'll never forget that moment when the gold medals were presented at the Olympic Plaza. And I'm sure it's a moment she won't forget either as we join once again Linda and Ray.
There must be no bigger thrill in the world to have a chance to represent your country at the Olympic Games, Linda. And you've had a chance to do that back in 1988. You took your team to the Olympics representing Canada. Curling was a demonstration sport. It's now a full medal sport. Can you give us a little feeling of what these two teams might be going through?
Well, it's tough, you know, because the Olympic experience is incredible. You just can't even explain it. We went to the world's first. The Olympics is different. It's the big team. It's really so well known around the world. And to win a medal there is unlike anything else you can imagine. But the thing is, in the 87 trials, to earn the right to go to the Olympics, it was so important not to think about that. Everybody wants to go, but in the trials, you have to think only about your shots. One shot at a time, execute. Don't think about the big carrot or you'll really be in trouble. That's what Anderson and Law have to do today.
So let's meet these two teams that hope to represent Canada in Salt Lake. From the Delisle, Saskatchewan Curling Club, the lead is Donna Gignac, Sandra Mulroney, Kim Hodson, and their skip, Sherry Anderson. And from the Royal City Curling Club in New Westminster, BC, lead Diane Nelson, Georgina Wheatcroft, Julie Skinner, and their skip, Kelley Law. Now, by virtue of her finishing first place, Kelley Law has chosen Yellowstone. She also has the hammer as the applause rings through the Agridome, and Sherry Anderson moves out to put the brush down for the first stone here of this women's final and lead Donna Gignac.
You know, Linda, I think that's your words are so true. But sometimes they can be words. The hardest thing is to make them work. I mean, to put out of sight. I mean, you know that you go to the limits and you win this game, but that's how the pressure builds. You know, I think both these teams have really prepared well to handle that part of this game.
And I do believe it's the key. Both of them have mental trainers, sports psychologists. I'm sure this morning they did focus strictly on execution, and I expect a lot of great shots.
Well, we saw last night in the game with Carrie Burtnick and Bert Gretzinger. The first end was played pretty wide open, and you can see that the first stone thrown in the rings. And Kelley Law asking her lead, Diane Nelson, to remove it. So it should be, and probably will be, a very wide open first hand.
We talked about the amount of curl of the ice. The speed has not changed a great deal throughout the week. We measure hog to hog, hits are 9 seconds, hack weight 11. Draw will go from 14.5 probably down to 14 as the game progresses. We'll watch that. Guards are 16 plus. But it really has been great ice as far as getting the feel for draw weight. The brushers often talk about the first interval. That's the backline to hog to get the feel for brushing, and you may occasionally hear those longer times for the full distance down the sheet for that perfect draw weight.
Now, last night also, we'll refer back to that game again. We saw that in the practice last night, the ice was moving 4.5 feet from the outside in around those center guards. But then one side of the sheet kind of straightened out a little bit, as I mentioned in the reading the ice segment, that you know, because of the crowd and the heat that was in the building, they dropped the temperature of the ice surface a little bit, just because you can't lose the ice, Victor. You can't let it get by a point. I talked to Hans Vucic and BJ this morning, and you got to be so careful not to let it get below something, because you'll never get it back. And when they did that, it just straightened out a little bit on the left side of the sheet.
First rocks into the rings in this particular end. Just a reminder that we are playing the 4-rock free guard zone rule. That means you cannot remove an opposition stone if it's lying between the hog line and the house until after the 4th stone of the end has come to rest. All other rules, Vic, are CCA rules, including time, of course.
And both teams are giving 73 minutes to play their games. They also have the use of an additional 2 1-minute timeouts. The weather has also gotten warmer. We've had wonderful weather throughout the week. It's been cold at times, in the evenings in particular, but today, temperature on the plus side of things.
That's like blocks. She kicked out hard.
Sandra Mulroney as we play second stones here in this first end. Kelley Law with the hammer.
Top button. Nice way. Other girl, Sandra. Good shooting, guys.
Mentioned Sherry Anderson and her 125,000 plus. Well, look at what Kelley Law has done. She's topped $130,000 in winnings. But it's not about money today. It's about going to the Olympics and Salt Lake City.
The one thing that these two ladies teams do well, Linda, is both these teams have the ability to step the weight up and throw it consistently well. Not a lot of women's teams can do that, but these are two teams that can do that. And that's an advantage. That's something you need to have. Especially as we talk about the fact that with the 4-rock rule, there comes a time that sometimes you have to clean things up, and you'll use your second or use your thirds first to try and get things rearranged.
Kim Hodgson definitely has that ability. She has been hitting extremely well all week. Playing the straight turn from the outside in, dead on hit. Skinner also able to play up weight, but I think on the Law team, the person probably with the most accuracy in that big weight is Georgina Wheatcroft at second, and we often see Kelley use her to clean up the front.
Nice throw. Okay.
Victor, we had kind of a cute thing happen this morning. You were out on the moon.
Out there on the prairie.
Yeah. Is that we had sat down for our pre-game meeting, Linda and I and our producers and our director, and next to us at a table was the Anderson team, and it wasn't the Anderson team. It was another group of individuals sitting having their breakfast. Some of the CCA people and Saskatchewan people, and in came Kim Hodgson, and she announced very quickly, you got to move from that table because that's our lucky table.
Is that right?
Yeah. And they could jump. They jumped right up.
Wow.
And it was great to see.
They sit at the lucky table.
Yeah, and they sat in exactly the same order that they'd sat at every morning.
Sorry, Kim.
Kim Hodgson may have been one of the question marks, Linda, coming into this because of her lack of experience at the big events. She's been at Canadian mixed, and an all-star to mixed, but at this kind of event, at a Scott, that wasn't there in the resume.
I think really this has been a new Kim Hodgson, and it's not that she wasn't a good player before, but when we look at teams, we look at Julie and the thirds on all these teams, and we say this is the position that makes such a difference. It's such a key matchup, and so we were looking for Kim and to see how she would play for Sherry Anderson, who we know is a great skip. Kim has played exceptionally well all week. She has not ever put her skip into trouble, and that's what you love to see.
Well, look at that. That one stone of Anderson's just sitting outside the rings, and Law sees an opportunity. You're going to hear the crowd respond, of course, to Sherry. She makes that little jog, that run every time before her first stone, and from up the road and a little west outside of Saskatoon, from Delisle, Saskatchewan. Although the people in Christopher Lake want it to be known that's where she's from, Christopher Lake. She may curl out of Delisle, but she's from Christopher Lake.
Where is Christopher Lake?
Up there. Just up there, I think, to the west.
Oh, I waited 2 years for that.
Got it. Good shot.
I'm thinking I could probably use a little more ice.
It's a good early test, though, for Sherry, isn't it? I mean, that's the kind of thing, Linda, would think as a skip you want to feel comfortable, make your first one.
For all these players, it's so nice to get the first shot down the ice and have the nerves settle down a little bit. For Kelley Law in this first end, this is a very low-risk attempt to try and generate the extra point. You've got the last rock advantage. There's a rock just outside the rings at the back. She'll draw to it. If Sherry Anderson spills everything, there's a chance for a blank. Very low risk and a possible good reward.
And the only thing that Kelley really struggled with a little bit during the round robin, Linda, was the consistency of her draw weight. And the last game against Sherry Fraser, she just made some wonderful draws. And, you know, she felt after the game that, boy, she really felt good about the fact that, once again, the draw weight was back, because you have to have it. We saw last night in the game with Gretzinger and Burtnick, on so many occasions, you have to have that soft shot.
Just a hair more yet, Kim. Hey.
Just didn't curl over enough to get right in front of that stone, but the objective for the Law team for this end obviously is to blank, and they should have a good opportunity, because even if Sherry hits this on the nose, it's just on the edge of the 12-foot.
Sherry took a little more ice. Her first one, we saw that it just caught a piece of the rock in the house, and she felt that it was a problem of not enough ice.
Clean only. Just clean. Yep. 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 Yep.
Donna Gignac is on the right, and Sandra Mulroney on the left. Wanted to hang around if she could, and she will not, spinning out the back. And so it'll be a throw through for Kelley Law here, as she'll get the blank in this first, maintain control of the hammer.
Kelley will get another chance to take a look at a certain spot on the ice surface to see how it runs, Linda, as she throws this through.
Pretty fast out here.
Draw weight.
Faster to the side.
Are you going to school on these, Linda?
You definitely are. They were just talking also about the speed, watching all the shots come down the ice to pick up any changes in speed or curl. And Kelley picked this spot. Maybe they hadn't had a good chance to see it in practice. And a nice way to start with the blank.
Just making sure it's kept clean so it doesn't catch. So we blank this opening end.
Good end, you guys.
Kelley Law maintains control of the hammer.
That one moved hard, yeah. Yeah.
Millions of the world's children suffer from blindness and infection. With biotechnology, we're looking for ways to provide better nutrition and help relieve that suffering in the future.
My crop could soon contain more vitamins and nutrients.
Biotechnology is helping to develop ways to combat childhood diseases and may offer the hope of more nutritious harvests. From medicine to agriculture, biotechnology is working toward the solutions that could improve our lives and our world.
The 2001 Canadian Curling Trials on TSN. are brought to you by the all-new 2002 Toyota RAV4. You belong outside.
Welcome back to the Agridome in Regina and this women's final
Wait, Donna.
of the Canadian curling trials.
And a girl, Donna.
After the blank in one, Kelley Law still has the hammer, and the first stone from the Saskatchewan lead, Donna Gignac, finds the button. You wonder how long they're going to wait, though, Linda, before Kelley is going to ignore a stone and just put up the corner and try to force it a little bit.
Well, she's not going to ignore this one because it's right on the button. She might have if it was in a slightly different position. But they definitely have a plan, and we've seen them over the Bonfield circuit, Vic, and Kelley said to me earlier in this season, we were trying things very early. We got into trouble. We didn't feel that that was the plan that was working, and since then, they've won a lot of games, and you really can't fault somebody for saying this is the plan now that we believe works.
70.
Well, we've talked about that a lot, and what fits into your team, I guess, is what what you feel comfortable with. And as you mentioned, Linda, she did say that they were being much more aggressive earlier in the season, in the early ends, and that sometimes it does backfire on you, and they were having some problems. They've gone away from that a little bit, but I think there's a danger in waiting too long. Well, she has last rock, and you can see the rock comes up short of the rings. It cannot be removed from play, so Diane Nelson is being asked with her second one to come around it. And we must keep this in front of the tee line.
Let's line. Let's line.
So here we go.
When we can. Gotta go a bit. Gotta bend.
Julie Skinner on the left. Georgina Wheatcroft is on the right.
I'm a little surprised they did pick this spot because this was the spot Ray talked about that may be straighter during the game.
I got it. All the way, George. All the way back. Right back. All the way. All the way. Hurry. Did I? Okay. Shot.
Last night on this side of the sheet, we found out that it was running very, very straight. So, as Linda suggests, maybe the other turn would have been a little better, but we haven't seen a huge change yet. We'll watch it closely.
Clean, yep. Hurry. Clean. Whoa. Shot, Sandra.
They rolled it away from that center.
Control. Control. What'd you say? Control? Yeah. Okay.
Of course, that first World Championship was with Pat Sanders.
Yeah. Yep.
Playing third for Pat out of British Columbia.
Yeah. Whoa. Clean. Ball. Yeah. Hey.
Get the roll. She does. Boy, oh boy, sits fully buried.
I can see it going now. Nice girl.
We mentioned during round robin play that Sherry Anderson did defeat Kelley Law in that particular game. And of course, the key as you look at it is a steal, actually a couple of steals in a row, but a big steal of 2 in the 8th by Sherry Anderson. And it was Sherry out-curling Kelley Law in that game. Big numbers for Sherry at 87%.
Got room. Wait tonight. Okay, just top 4. Bury it, though. You got to bury it. Yep. Wait. All the way.
Sandra Mulroney's second stone. Trying to tuck it around. Grab the center line. Top 4.
How much can you see, half? Yeah, sure, Sandra. Well, either one.
Just quietly.
Just over half.
Over half weight.
Okay, forward.
Try and roll over to this area here.
Well, I want to that much. It'll come, George. Forward. Forward.
Have to make sure of one or the other. Trying for the one in the house, but if it's going to overcurl, it's okay to catch the front one. You can't go by everything.
Clean. Whoa.
Here they go. Nelson, Skinner, as it dives towards that center guard. Now just pick it out.
Shot. Okay.
This is the matchup that Ray and I have watched all week. Kim Hodson has been terrific, especially on her hits, and you notice very few draws in comparison to hits over the course of round-robin play. Julie Skinner also same percentage on hits, a little bit higher on the draws. These were our top two-thirds during round-robin play, and we believe this may be the key factor in this game.
Whoa, you got line. Whoa.
I think we're 4.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Up.
No line.
Whoa. Close.
Back 4. Freeze is okay.
Still got room.
Okay, well then, no line.
No bump.
No line. No, not at all, Sander. Let it die. Let it die. Okay, Kim.
And a little bump. Does that then confirm the defensive nature of Anderson's team by all those hits she was playing at third?
Yeah, both at the second and third
Little
position.
chance to hit this and try and roll right over in front of your own, right over there. Will come a little bit at the end.
3.5.
You're right, Vic. Both positions, it was kind of surprising that she really stepped up, put a lot of draws in place with the lead, but more hits at second and third, and then fairly balanced with her own. And that's Sherry Anderson we're speaking of.
Nelson and Wheatcroft. Big scrub. This is going to get a battle. Can you drag it by? No.
Okay. Good wait. Hard. 12 6. What I give you guys? Don't split that far. Is that good weight? Yeah, I think 9.
Just gone on a touch too late and can't quite hold it. If it gets by, it's absolutely perfect. Just rubs the front rock. In retrospect, maybe if it rubbed it a little more, it would have rolled in the rings and stayed in the rings. It would have been a little better, but those are the kind of decisions that you just
You got weight. Whoa.
you have to make them very early.
Whoa.
And it looked like that was going to get by. So
No word. I got an 8. Back 4. Coming out, yeah!
Now that caught something. They were calling it back 4, and it just grabbed and went sideways.
Okay, all right.
yeah, that definitely picked something.
You hit the roll into that.
Did it? I think we just needed to be on it.
Oh, like this. We lose that.
Right there, look
Right
at the
there,
little
yeah.
spin. Brushers weren't sure it did, but I'm pretty positive that's what happened.
Julie Skinner here in the second.
Clean.
And Vic, they got a mistake. This is where you have to capitalize.
Yes! Hurry! Hard! Whoa! Okay.
Great shot, Julie.
It'll peek out the other side, though.
Good shot.
Well, the situation is a little nervous one for Sherry because she does not have the hammer, so she's going to play the come around, get in there for a second shot. Just can't afford to make a mistake here.
Yeah.
Well, yours was here.
Just finished really hard, eh?
Well,
It's actually pretty good if Julie's rock to roll out into the open a little bit because it can be used.
Okay.
I mean, I got to make sure I'm around.
Yeah.
She knows how to win money. We know that. But it's
taking
at
an awful
those
lot of
Scott
ice,
Tournament
but-
of Hearts, winning a national
well, I'm sure
championship where she has just
I'm-
fallen short.
We had a ton of room, and then all of a sudden it was crashing.
On the guard. Second shot rock in front of the tee line.
Yeah.
Oh, it felt like there was something underneath that.
Got room. Line's good. Room, guys. Can you let it move?
Gotta go for weight.
Looks like it's sliding quite
Line's
nicely
good.
at the moment. We said 14 to 14 and a half.
Let it bend if you can.
Can you let it move at all?
Let it
We gotta tuck at least the corners. So don't give it the double. Yep. Gotta go hard.
Tuck a corner so you don't get a double. Did she toughen up?
Yikes. Good sweep, guys. If it doesn't, we'll just play it early and get the roll, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normal? Yeah, if it looks like it's just hanging, we'll just get it early. I think we can play control. Yeah.
Well, as you mentioned, Linda, in your interview with Kelley, who would have thought they would have gotten to this point when they put the team together, but they have done very well, and now looking for that third goal of theirs, a chance to win a gold medal at the Olympics.
I'm throwing control. Which one are we playing? Well, we're playing the nose because I can see the whole thing, right? Okay. Okay? Okay, guys. Control.
If you can get to the nose of it.
Thinks she can, says she can see it all.
This would be a huge shot.
This is almost exactly the shot that Sherry Anderson had in the semifinals against Colleen Jones.
It's going to be a big rush, though, from Nelson. Wheatroff now called off by Skinner. Slip it by. Get to the nose. No.
It just stopped coming at the end a little bit.
Not bad. Yep, not bad.
Just didn't break at the very end, Linda. It kind of held on that line as opposed to, you know, it's hard. This is a hard rock to leave. You can see at this point it looks like it's trying to come. Instead, it stops, and it just doesn't get quite far enough. About a quarter of an inch away.
Boy, it wasn't very far off, was it?
No. Second.
You don't want to bump it.
I can't afford to bump it,
I
but
know
I
that.
think just on the corner of it, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
That's what I had?
Yeah.
Shot stone, back edge of the floor. That's Anderson without the hammer here in this second. And Linda, that yellow stone you mentioned that rolled into the open may come into play here for Kelley Locke.
It's possible.
Yeah, I want to just kind of corner up to it. It just has to get up to the line. I can't leave my back one open, though, so, and I can't bump theirs because we're shot. I think the same weight, eh? What did I give you there? 92.
Shot rock is just slightly open. Sherry needs to protect it and not leave a hole for that Yellowstone to be tapped up that's near center line.
Got a long way to curl.
Yep, I wanted it
long way to go.
Guys, hurry! Quick!
Where are we exactly?
Quick!
Okay, we're over curling wall. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Keep
Whoa.
it clean, though!
Whoa.
So she'll get to the center line. That's where she wanted. Is she a little long, maybe?
It really over-curled a bit too, Vic. They wanted it slightly beside center to guard the shot rock.
Well, all she has to do is come down. You can see, just come down with quiet weight and just touch that stone. And she could score 2 points.
We're doing drawing, and if it's good, we just tap it?
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the weight? 4-ish? 4.5? 4.25? 4.5? Okay. Okay, guys.
There's a good look at it from the other end. That's what she's looking at. She's got lots of room to come down. Just touch it back.
Yeah, that guard of Anderson's did just over curl. Final stone. Tap back for 2 for Law.
She actually talked about wanting it right in the rings, Linda, didn't she? She wanted the rock right in the rings.
Yeah, over a bit and tighter. Now again, this is the spot. No question, it will move eventually, but sometimes it rides the line too much.
And there has been nothing from Nelson or Wheatcraft. It is all on its own. Has to move it back and then sit. And I don't think she moved it enough. It is. 1 red and a steal of 1. And the crowd here in Regina responds to Delisle, Saskatchewan, Sherry Anderson, as she picks up the steal. And this is very straight.
Just too much ice for this shot. Outside that 4-foot line, it will not move.
A little rub, but not enough. And so Anderson has the first point. She steals an early lead.
Escapes with one.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the TSN Newsroom. I'm Corey Warren. One game underway in the NHL this afternoon. The Washington Capitals visiting the New Jersey Devils, and after a slow start, the Caps are now unbeaten in 4 and could improve to 500 with a win this afternoon. But the Devils treating the Cap Stars brutally in the first. Brian Rafalski, the hip check on Peter Bondra, then Jaromir Jagr gets crunched by Sergei Breland and Bobby Halik against the boards. Later in the first, Patrick Eliash on the rush. Cuts across the middle, he waits, but his shot is stopped. Then the Caps on the power play. Martin Brodeur makes the save on the blast from the point. Then Jagr fires it wide. We can update the score for you. It is scoreless in the first intermission.
Sunday, 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Kevin Martin, Kerry Burtnick. It's Edmonton against Winnipeg. And the trophies that will be presented to the winning team that will represent Canada at the Salt Lake Winter Olympics in February. So the steal of one for Anderson as she goes button with her first, and this is the lead stone first for Kelley Law's Diane Nelson.
Great shot, guys.
Well, we go back to that shot, and then that's the exact spot that we had a little trouble with yesterday, running a little straighter than the curlers anticipated, and that's exactly what happened. Kelley just had a little too much ice for the shot. The weight was perfect.
When we talk about a game of inches, she was maybe half an inch off on the first hit, Kelley Law, making a double. And I think that was about 5 or 6 inches too much ice to play that shot. I believe these two teams can hold a rock with their great brushing, so you don't want to over-ice yourself as a skip.
No, we're not going to get there. No.
Let her die.
Okay.
All right, Donna. Yeah.
The chance to roll in behind the guard.
Here, normal. Okay. Read at it, Di. Normal.
Whoa. Whoa, Julie. Whoa.
Hey, coming now.
No. Yep. Whoa.
Looking for the roll, sit in time.
Nice shot, Di.
It'll peek out into the open the other side.
All right. A little bit in the open, but straight up, Sandra. Go.
The reason that last end was such a big shot for Kelley Law is you don't want to give this Anderson team a bit of a lead. We know their hitting game is superb, and they can really make the hits and rolls and defend well.
Sandra Mulroney. Big scrub, flip it back, and right on top.
Well, it was a huge shot. I mean, you got off to a 2-point lead, or now you're down 1, so it's a great, a big swing. And it was fairly wide open, so it's just one of those things, just misread the ice a little bit.
Normal.
How important is that early confidence, Linda, in a game like this?
Well, the good thing for Kelley is she threw both of her stones pretty well. I believe it was just, as we've mentioned, a small problem on the first one with brushing as they try the double. And just a bit too much ice on the second. So as a skip, there is a concern, of course, of not getting the stones that you wanted, but still, the delivery of them was good. And that's important.
Georgina Wheatcroft makes the double.
Clean, yep. Hurry! Hurry! Quick!
Roll it over.
Here's your chance for Kelley Law.
Throw, Sandra.
That's the one mistake I mentioned they might get, and that's that early position.
That's not bad.
Whatever you like.
You can play the come around, this one,
like
or
the
you could
split.
play the split. And by the split, I mean they come down, they hit that stone into the rings here, and they try and roll over
4.5. Yeah. Okay.
there. So you'd be line 2.
Yeah, it's good. Yes. Yes.
Other thing you could can do here. If it curls too much, then you can tap it straight back and have it guarded.
Hurry, guys, hurry!
Skinner and Nelson trying to hold the line for Wheatcroft.
Whoa.
They'll raise it back. The shooter will remain just off center line.
The spot shooter can't wait.
Good wait. Right on the nose, Kim. You can give me a little firm. Yeah, I'll be a little firm.
Curled a little too much. It was perfect weight for the split.
The center line stone is still splittable. It's actually a little bit easier spot. So you have to be careful now if you're Kim Hodson. You have to stick this one.
Yep. Yep. Hurry! Yep. Hard! Yep. Hard! Hurry!
Gignac and Mulroney wanted to sit right there. Want to hang around now. Another brush from Law, and no, it'll hang on to the back edge of the 12.
Didn't curl that much?
Opportunity again for the BC team to try and get themselves in behind this guard right here in front of the tee line.
Yeah. So tight. Mine's tight. Room, no. Lots of weight. Got the weight? Whoa, right off then. Back. Whoa. Back 8, back 12. Right off then. Line's great. Maybe. Good shot. Okay. Okay.
Just a little stops.
Back,
sorry, Victor.
Back 8.
Just a little strong, just too much weight. If you throw that to the sweepers, Linda, you can get that in a perfect spot. It's in behind the tee line, allows Kim Hodson now to come down and sit on top of it and take it away from you.
Yeah.
It's not unusual with the amount of pressure on these players to see the draws be a little bit strong. It's that adrenaline pumping and you drive out of the hack just a bit too hard. Just have to control those emotions and realize how fast this ice is and how far the brushers can take those rocks.
Close. Yeah. Yeah. Room. 4 foot.
And we saw in the semifinal, these brushers in particular, Gignac and Mulroney, saving some stones for their skipper. Now taking it down, trying to glue it and put it right on the base.
Still a pretty good opportunity for the Law team. Julie Skinner making the same draw with just a bit less weight.
Lots of line, guys. Lots of line. Weight's good.
They don't want this to the face of the back ones. That means you can allow another freeze. They'd like this at the top of the 4 foot.
Let it curl. Right off.
Just too strong again.
Whoa. Tap? No. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Little spill, little separation.
We talked about how Sherry Anderson was the most conservative skip. These are not percentages for shooting purposes. These are the number of draws they play as a percentage. And you can see especially Kim Hodson and Sandra Mulroney on the Anderson team play many more shots as takeouts than as draws. That's where she steps it up. And even herself, many more shots as takeouts. Kelley Law, many more shots as draws.
I had to go get my
Kelley
gripper.
Law, you would say, has the most balanced attack at 50%.
And here she goes. And it's been a marathon this week for everyone here at these trials.
When it was going to bump, you have to be careful, you know, and think a little bit, because we just had bumped it a wee bit further and moved that rock just back a bit. Then this angle, if it does happen, you have an opportunity of hitting this here onto this and moving it out without touching the back one would be there. So those are little things in curling you have to think about.
Same, eh, Fortune?
That's why the communication, Linda, from one end to the other, to the brushers, to the holder of the broom, are so important. It's going to bump, it's going to bump, it's going to bump. And now you know that you have to bump it, what? Just a little bit further.
Wait there. Back, see.
Skip stones here in the third. The first from Sherry Anderson. She leads 1-0 after the steal of one in the second.
No. Got to curl, guys. Wait on. Got to curl. We got to get to the other side of the yellow one. Sandra, the other side of the yellow one. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, you're okay. No. Get over.
Just back of the pinhole, frozen.
You like that? Yeah. Hey, Kelly. Okay.
That's what she's looking for. Maybe just bump it a wee bit. Bump this back.
You can see the difficulty for Kelley. She has the last rock advantage. She can play this in-turn draw, but now you're talking about one stone sitting right on the button. And if you make it perfectly, if you can get the curl, you'll be sitting one, but tough now to get any more stones in that button area.
Whoa. Line's getting good.
Nelson with just
Whoa. Got a curl. Got a curl.
a dusting
bit.
now.
Yes, line's good. Whoa, it's got a curl. Wait there. Wait there. Got a curl bit. Line's getting
Right
good.
down on top.
Line's getting great. Nice shot, Kelly. Great
Very
shot.
nice. She shot stone, but now, your law, how do you get in there for a second?
Nice shot, Kelly.
Throw it on top. How did they get to?
Yeah, as long as we, the only way she can, Kim, is tap this up, move this back as far and sit right on the face of that. I think we just throw one around here, right? If I leave this half exposed, this isn't going anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think she can anyway. This isn't going out of the button, is it? I think if I threw it to the boards, there's nothing she can do. Is there? As long as I don't disturb those, I don't think there's anything she can do.
Well, I agree with Sherry. I don't think she has anything, Linda.
I think we want to tuck it just
What
around
Sherry
here.
was talking about was, you know, maybe she could tap this one up there, but she would then disturb this one a little bit, and this is just going to jam onto this one here, so it's not going anywhere.
I don't think there's anything she can do with that.
Well, that's
Just
why we
like
say
I read, I don't
just
think
listen
it's
to them.
going anywhere. No.
If Kelley
The only other
wanted to
thing
set
I
up for
thought
two, she had to
was
tap.
raised, but
She couldn't just
I don't
draw on
think I
that
was
one.
going off the edge of the button. I don't think she has anything for two.
Where do you want this?
Just going to go kind of around the yellow.
Yellow little?
I don't want to disturb him.
Okay. Slow kick, girl. Nice. Little less, Jim.
Yeah, that's probably more than that.
Come on, girl. The front end. Mulroney and Gignac saying to Sherry Anderson, trying to hold Kelley Law to a single here in this third.
Okay, just clean. We're okay, just clean. Float. Float. We're okay there. Shot. Yep. 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 Not there. It's there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Too close to the button.
Yeah.
You know, I tick us over. Yeah.
Not good. I don't know, but we can't lose our yellow, right?
I don't think they're even going to try
No,
it.
there's no shot.
Take our one. It's not really a shot. They're too close
We
to the
can't play
button.
the same shot
Yeah.
and just tap it? Right, we have nothing to lose.
But I don't think there's room.
With the intern? The way it curls? Yeah, I think we can just tap it. Right?
There's a rock right behind it.
And there's nothing, no harm in trying it. It's not like we can knock it
Well,
off.
I can try that. I mean, I can't hurt
What about
myself.
this? It's a tap. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll try it.
Yeah, you can't hurt it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same weight.
But what Georgina was saying is
there.
you got nothing to lose. You can't hurt it in any way.
That's the same weight.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Try and tap it. This stone here will go on to this one.
Little less.
Again, the main difficulty is not tapping on the first. You didn't get much separation on those rocks now behind shot rock. That's why this is so tough to get close enough to the button.
Well, how much?
Kelley Law has her one.
Close. Wow.
Is it possible to get two?
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, we got to... Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta pay for that card.
Oh, boy, they just sneak it by. Can she get across?
Good try.
No, gave it a go.
Wasn't there. Okay. One yellow.
Not enough room, the stone in behind. So Kelley Law doesn't do any damage. She gets her one here in the third.
One yellow. Wasn't that one yellow?
The leads, Donna Gignac and Diane Nelson. Throwing second stones, Sandra Mulroney and Georgina Wheatcroft. Kim Hodson and Julie Skinner are the thirds, and the skips from Delisle, Saskatchewan, Sherry Anderson, and from the Royal City in New Westminster, Kelley Law.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts presents new ways to stargaze. Now's the time to check out our all-new All-Star Mini Packs, 3 unique ticket packages that give you the option of selecting the one that best suits your own schedule. For tickets, call Ticketmaster or visit us online and get set to shine with the stars at the Scott Tournament of Hearts next February in Brandon. It's become a holiday tradition. Swiss Chalet's festive special comes with 5 Lindor chocolate truffles, just $7.99. Comfort and joy from Swiss Chalet.
We're here to see how the new Dremel Advantage rotary saw outcuts its competition. With its variable speed and powerful motor, it'll blast through materials like wood and tile, yet smoothly handle plexiglass, laminates, even drywall. The new Dremel Advantage.
Ralph, get in here.
Irritated throat?
Oh, Ralphie.
Fisherman's friend? Affects you.
It's become a holiday tradition. Swiss Chalet's festive special comes with 5 Lindor chocolate truffles, just $7.99. Comfort and joy from Swiss Chalet.
This filter was taken from a furnace humidifier. It's completely clogged by calcium and lime deposits. But watch what happens when this filter is dipped in CLR. Clear, the most remarkable household cleaner you've ever used. These same hard water deposits make your shower doors and wall tile dull and nearly impossible to clean. But CLR wipes away even caked-on hard water stains from bathroom tile and shower doors. These calcium and lime deposits cause your shower heads to spray in all directions. But just dip in...
A reminder that this is a very special day, not only because we have the finals of these Canadian curling trials, but it's Special Olympics Day as we honor Special Olympics, look at their athletes, the coaches, the volunteers. We'd ask that you make a pledge. There's the number. And then watch tonight at 7 Eastern for a very special 2-hour broadcast, Special Olympics Day on TSN.
Hi, I'm Donna Gignac from Paddock, Saskatchewan. I work in Prince Albert Dental Assisting for Drs. Slowenko, Koberlin, and Deutsch, and I'd like to say hi to Henry, Anders, and Tara.
Yeah. Real tight.
I think we have
to
to go for tight.
Yeah, pretty tight. Have a look. Clean. Yeah. Easy. Easy, easy. Yep. Easy. Yep. Yep. Great shot, Donna. Very nice.
Hi, I'm Diane Nelson from Pitt Meadows, BC, and I'm an insurance broker with Coronation Insurance.
Tight.
Linda, you were talking about those mistakes, those few mistakes that both these teams make and how the others then have to take advantage. We've seen the mistakes,
Not in.
and no one's been able to maybe translate it into a deuce yet.
Yep.
No, that's true. Now, Sherry Anderson is just getting the hammer now, so she may make full advantage of it, but definitely Kelley Law did not take advantage in the second end when she got a chance to tap. And last end, I think...
Coming this way, Donna.
Listen to them for a sec.
Okay.
I think maybe it showed how Sherry Anderson has a little bit more knowledge about the angles and understanding how to move stones around in order to set up a deuce.
Donna Gignac.
Hold for line.
Got similar. What'd you get?
Got a curl. Where are we? Yep.
I got a
Yep. Yep. Yeah, hard. Hurry. Quick. Hurry, wait. Hard for wait. Hard, guys. Quick.
Look at the scrub from Mulroney.
Quick.
Closest to the stone.
Hurry. Got to bump it, Sandra. Hey, whoa, no. That's good. Okay. Good.
And leave it in that
Hitting that red one? Rolling to the side of it?
control zone.
Sound like
They
leaving
maybe
it.
be bumped up.
Like the nose on this one? Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Normal.
Hi, I'm Regina Wheatcroft from Cloverdale, BC, and I work for RBC Financial Group.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Maybe not too bad. All right. Good either. Okay, good shot. All right. Fine.
You just put that out. Which Georgina did there. Just put it outside a little bit. It will not curl.
Hi, I'm Sandra Maroney from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I'm an occupational therapist.
Hurry! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Yep!
Oh, very nice. Sandra Mulroney with the double here in 4. Anderson has the hammer in a 1-1 tie.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
You can't afford to lose your shooter here, otherwise Anderson will draw around the guard.
Okay.
Really thought maybe Kelley would try the other turn because we know how straight that outside in turn is.
We talk about that so often, you and I, about the fact that they fight with those outside in shots so often because they run so straight and they're so reluctant, most skips, to go to the inside out.
It's funny that Kelley had been doing it earlier in the week. We did see that.
Yeah. Just pick. Hurry!
The rock caught something. Watch the handle. It's not turning.
Right up. Right onto it. Freeze it onto it. Yep. Keep it going. Okay. Okay, Sandra.
No, I'm going to one that is.
Well, I don't know. I think it picks, but one or the other.
Give it to us, eh? 4.5. 4.5?
Yeah.
We might have to wait for it, guys.
So those stones are overlapped, and now a chance for Kelley Law without the hammer to go behind. You talked about the reluctance. Why is there, Linda, for going with that other turn inside out?
Well, if you throw it very pure and clean, that outside in is straight, so you know where to put the broom. But any outward motion of the hand and you're in trouble. I think it's just a little easier to get rules playing it the other way.
Room. Yep. Whoa, then. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Hurry. Hurry. Shot. Yep. Just give me a hack, Kim, eh? Yep. Do that. That's fun, too. Hey, you're in the broom.
Yeah, if we hit that top one, we should split them both in, so.
You're in the broom. Wait. 4.
Hi, I'm Kim Hodson. I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I'm a full-time mother to 3 children, Andrew, Brooklyn, and Paige.
Sandra. Close. No. Close. No, not even close. Board.
This team out of Delisle, Saskatchewan, which is west of Saskatoon on the road to Kindersley.
Line it up there now? Same thing. We set that a bit. Yeah.
I'm going to give it to you again, guys.
12, yeah. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Julie Skinner from Victoria, BC, and I'm the travel manager at BCAA.
Two more. Clean it. Lots of line this time. Stay close.
They want to try and take away the double raise that Sherry Anderson has out in front. Want to tuck it around those stones.
Yep, go hard now.
Skinner made a nice come around with her first one. Trying to drag it down. Get it in between if she can. And has she taken it away at all?
Well, they could have brought it a little further. They just kind of gave up on it a little bit.
Good shot. Yeah, not bad.
Pretty good shot, though. Nice throw by Julie. You heard her say to her front end in the hack, I'm going to give it to you guys again, so judge it
Take it across
yourselves,
the top, Kim.
which is exactly the way to play those kind of shots.
Firm. Straight up. What did you say? Firm. Okay. All right, girl.
Trying to hit the yellow stone that is just half into the 12-foot and drive it across the top of the other yellow one and try and get rid of them both.
Nope. Nope.
Kim Hodson.
No. 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 No.
Nothing yet from Mulroney or Gignac.
No.
Trying to make the double. Cross the top. All on her own.
Okay, good shot. Sorry about my first one. Just a little firm, or did I look like it?
Well, maybe sorry about the first, but pretty good on the second. Got them both.
This is actually an opportunity for Law to get in and in a better position than she was in before, back in this area here.
Hi, I'm Kelley Law from Coquitlam, BC, and I'm a mother to Christopher and Cameron.
Line straight. Whoa. Whoa, where? Whoa, it's falling. Tons of line. Let it bend. Tons of line. Let it bend.
They haven't had as much problem with the speed as with the line.
Yep.
Speed looks great.
Whoa, let it bend. Wait. Yeah, take it back. Hurry. Yep, hurry. Hurry. Hurry hard. Hurry hard. Hard. Nice shot, Kelley. Good shot.
Linda, her suggestion that it was falling.
Well, it doesn't really fall, but it goes very straight, and when the brushers jump it early, it doesn't start to move as quickly, and that was Kelley's concern.
Yeah, I don't think fall was what she really meant when she said fall. Just not curling. And
All right, girl.
Just regular, guys. Roll it.
Flop.
Roll it big, Sandra. Right over for a bite.
Okay, Kim threw 281.
281. Yeah, I'm just going to throw regular
Throw normal,
here.
I think. Yeah.
And, yeah, just regular.
You're the broom.
Hi, I'm Sherry Anderson from Delisle, Saskatchewan, and I am a homemaker.
And with her first here in the fourth, looking to, as she says, roll it big and grab a bite behind cover if she can.
Whoa! Sandra, roll, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy. Gotta stick around.
Other way, and it will. Full 12, just back of the tee line.
Very nice.
Sorry, guys.
Good shot.
Took a little while to come over, but did it nicely, and the only thing she needed to do was stick around, and it will stick in the 12-foot, forces Kelley Law to go after it.
nice shot indeed. I was a little surprised that Kelley Law's draw didn't break more for her, Linda, because she looked like she had the perfect weight.
It's still a very tricky spot.
Yeah, it is.
Clean only. Yep. Hurry!
Law's last.
Whoa. Yep. Roll it. Right over. Hurry. Good shot.
And will stop back 8 and force Anderson to make a play.
There's the inside-out shot that I think that runs so truly that you could play that. You could play that shot so easily. You can see that Sherry wants to blank, so she's going to play the outside in shot, which is this one here, coming down and hitting it here. Like Kelley Law did just then. I'll just clear it. She played it the other way. She played it by coming down this way here.
So. I don't think it'll.
Okay. Straight up, girl. Young girl.
Sherry looking for the blank. Well played game by both teams at this point. Kelley Law just got a little beat on the ice on the second end when she had a chance to tap a rock back for two. She threw it well, but just gave herself too much ice.
Right out of her hand. Gignac, Mulroney.
We're on it. Okay, guys.
On it? They are.
Okay, sir.
One red.
So Anderson forced to take one when she was looking to blank. We've played 4 in this women's final of the Canadian curling trials.
Okay, let me explain it to you different.
Test your sports trivia knowledge on TSN and tune in to win with the TSN Playbook. A 1-week all-inclusive stay at La Cabana Beach Resort and Casino in Aruba, where you can share laughter and happiness. A his and hers pair of Laureate watches finished in 23-karat gold from Wittenauer, or one of 2 Casio digital cameras. Weekly prize updates in Sun newspapers across Canada. Pick up your TSN Playbook at participating Via Rail, Mr. Sub, and Coffee Time locations. Hit tsn.ca/playbook for complete details.
For honor.
Our man is down behind enemy lines.
For country.
The American people want their pilot back.
For one another. They will risk everything.
Are you going to be there, sir?
That's affirmative, son.
Behind enemy lines. Now playing only in theaters.
And it's Smith now sweeping it across to McCoy. McCoy in the box and...
Unique situation here. 4 offensive players flooding in toward...
4 attacking players flooding in toward the box. Smith toss to McCoy.
En attende situation här. 4 anfallsspelare störtar mot målet. Smith passar till McCoy. Och...
Oh, we really did give it some welly.
151 countries, 1 ride, Canadian Club.
So you want to grab a bite? No, I think I'm just going to head home.
Home?
Yeah, you know, just relax, kick back, watch TV. You're going to watch at 2 a.m.
Whatever I want.
You decide what's on. Go. Introducing the personal video recorder. From Bell Express View.
Ralph, get in here.
Irritated throat.
Oh, Ralphie.
Fisherman's breath.
The 2001 Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you by the all-new 2002 Toyota RAV4. You belong outside.
It was a very busy place, this Agridome, the entire week through round robin. 5 games on every draw, men's and women's. But just the single sheet in play as we go to the 5th after Sherry Anderson forced to take one. She couldn't blank. And so she has a 2-1 lead over Kelley Law as we go to 5. Law playing the Yellowstones as the hammer.
Harder, Sandra. Harder. Good job, guys. Good sweep. Tough. Okay, let's go.
Corner guard.
Numbers pretty similar to her great percentage during round robin play.
Might be in.
You can't. If you throw this one in, it changes the whole complexion of the end.
We need to sit down. Looks like it should be okay. Whoa, don't touch it.
Nice shot by Diane.
Nice shot, Di. Great shot, Di. Nice one.
I'm a great believer in bringing those corner guards along that 4-foot line and quite tight to the rings if you can do it, because then you can tap or split, as we saw earlier in this game. Kelley Law did have a chance to try a split on one of those stones.
Hurry! Hurry! Hurry, guys! Hurry! 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 Got to get it over both lines. Hurry! Hurry!
Donna Gignac.
Hurry, guys! Hurry! Hurry!
Here comes Sherry Anderson to join Hodson and Mulroney.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Get it over both lines, they said, if you can.
Yeah, there was a good comment made there, though. I'm not sure we want it over, and I agree. It's such a long guard that...
Not all of it, plus. Okay? Do you have all of it? No. Do you have all of it? What do you see, Di?
You got all kinds of room around the guard.
Throw hack weight. 2/3. Hack weight. Hack? Yeah. I think we can get to the nose and just bump it out.
Okay.
Hack weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like hack weight on this shot.
If there's any curl on the ice, a rock that's just over the hog line, which is about 14 feet in front of the house, really doesn't do a lot. You can get by them and still get enough curl usually to make a tap on a rock in the house.
Wait, skid. Well, you got board. You got board. Yeah, a little
Right
up. You got board.
Right up then.
Coming down. You got any piece of it?
Whoa, whoa,
Take that thing over, George.
Nice shot, Di.
Okay, good shot.
Didn't look quite like board weight to me.
No, I think we should be,
perfect.
but we should be watching the speed a little bit because we've seen now a rock just over the hog line, and that definitely slowed down a lot, right down to hack weight.
Second stones, Sandra Mulroney.
Whoa, whoa, forward, go.
Just firm. Just firm hack. Forward.
Let it bend if you can. Let it bend. Just cleaning.
Yeah.
Okay, Sandra. Same way.
Through board, George.
Board. Yep. So that's close to what Di just threw, right?
Yep.
Weight's good.
Clean it. Yep. Whoa.
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 Yep.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Looking for the roll behind the guard.
Yep, yep, yep.
Little flip over and sit right there.
It's a beauty.
And so now think about the comment, do we want it over? Because now you have to peel it off.
Perfect shot by Wheatcroft.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hurry. Shot, Sandra. Okay.
Guess we shouldn't have shot quite so hard this time.
All right.
Yeah, split in the middle one's not bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Going around the corner.
Around.
Come off this. It's not bad either.
Okay, so 4.5.
4.5.
Okay, guys. Make sure we get
How's the weight?
We're back. Back 8, back 12.
Whoa.
Yep, then yep.
Whoa.
Play the
Yep.
Yep.
They called out that it was a little strong, so they're going to try and split the one in the house, roll in behind the guard with the shooter.
Right over.
Right over. Great shot.
Pretty good shot. Ends up with the split.
It's regular, Kim.
Trying to get the hit on this. And the roll over here.
Whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa.
no, no, no.
Firm.
Close though, but no, never. No.
No. All right.
Here we go, Julie.
Little decision to make here. This is very tight, so probably the best thing to do is just to split the rings.
Okay, 4.5.
This area here,
Okay.
lie to.
And a great chance, too, to get the rocks very spread out. It's a perfect way to try and get your deuce.
Julie Skinner.
I think so, guys. New side, right? This side. I think so.
You want it over as far as you can.
Oh, you're pretty good. Keep going. Pretty good. Come on, guys. No.
You can hear the front end talking to each other as they go down the ice.
Hurry.
Something that all the, it's a very good front end, and it's what all the top front ends certainly do, is communicate back and forth.
Right to the tee line, edge of the 8-foot. Julie Skinner to line 2 with the hammers. We play here in 5.
Yeah. This is all right. Yep. Want to go this way or this way? Do you want the same weight? That one regular? Same thing. Yep, it's a long roll.
Kim's out turn, inside out shot.
It's a long roll, and at the moment you would roll deeper in the house. You could nose it now and hope for a chance on skip stones to get the big roll. You're trying for it now, I think.
No, no. Okay. Same weight, Kim. We swap them back over there? Or? Yeah, probably. Way. Control. Control. Okay. Yeah. Hey, yeah, a little roll your way would hurt a storage. Okay.
It may be the easiest way to try and get a deuce, but these shots are so important. Any little roll out now, and you hand the chance right back to your opponent.
Yep. Hurry! Hurry!
Nelson and Wheatcroft trying to hold the line.
Right over, George! Right over!
No, just maybe half a turn.
Sticken's good.
Okay, you can see what they're looking for here. Come down, hit this stone here, try and roll across into this area here.
Here it should move though, right? Still?
Well,
close.
I don't know. We were taking the draws, didn't curl crazy here.
Okay.
I don't think so, Kim.
Okay. No,
Just
that's fine. I know how to call it. Yep.
Now, Sherry plays these very well. This would be one time you might want to try the inside-out shot, but she rarely plays them, so I wouldn't expect her to make that change. But this means you have to cut your ice down quite a bit to get the roll.
Roll right over and behind that stuff.
After watching her yesterday, I'm not questioning any of her ice or any of her takeouts.
No, she played phenomenally well.
This is on the 4-foot line.
She likes to throw the up way a little bit, and that's what she'll probably do here.
Sherry Anderson and her first.
Oh. No. No.
Laws line 2.
No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Staying right here.
It's a very tough way to do it.
Sure is, with that turn.
Too much. I thought I threw that okay. That was just regular.
Yeah. 2-9-7.
Yep.
Kelley would like to come down, hit this. You can see the turn she's playing, of course, and just sit right there in that very same spot. Moving this one, of course.
Linda, for Anderson on hers, was it as much the turn, the weight?
I think it's the turn. I think it's just a spot that's really straight, and so she has to cut the ice down so much, and you get to the point where you're afraid you're going to roll out, it might finally curl. Big chance for Kelley Law.
Whoa. It's not curling.
I think she put that out.
It's not curling. Okay, Kelley. Good shot. Okay, there you go.
And she won't be able to hold the shooter. I thought that was interesting.
I threw it good, just
on her
too wide.
On her delivery, one of the few times you actually saw her shoulders come around a little bit. I don't know whether she thought she threw it well.
I think she maybe slid a little wide, Vic, and tried to correct it a bit. That's why the body action. And as soon as you're a little full, you really don't have a lot of chance on this ice.
If you're going to throw up firm or keel, I think you can take middle of the rock. Yeah.
There's a discussion. She's going to try to hit
this
here. And right on the nose, drive it back. This one will go that way. And the other will go that way, and she'll get out of this situation she's in.
I think I'm going to double it, guys, instead of picking it. Well, it's not an easy split, but if I just pick it and roll out, I don't want to give her a shot for 2.
Okay. Move it on.
The only question I have is I'm not sure what it's going to do here now. Before it was curling there when I threw those, but they were out wider. This is right on the 4-foot line. Think it's going to go pretty straight? Because I can't afford to have it curl very much here, because if I...
What do you think it's going to do here on this 4-foot line? Go straight?
I think she's right. I think it'll run down there pretty straight. But inside that 4-foot line, they have been curling a bit.
Think this is okay?
And she's right on it, so it's kind of how you release it at this stage. That was another opportunity that Kelley Law had to get her deuce.
All right.
Sherry Anderson, final stone, looking to make the double to get herself out of some trouble and force another possible blank here. Big brush. Get it. Oh, she drove it by. Couldn't hold the line.
She was inside right out of her hand because you heard them yell immediately.
No, Kim hollered right away. I take it I didn't get out to the broom. But
didn't get out to the broom?
Okay. I didn't think I threw it that bad.
The Law has had a number of opportunities, or 2 major opportunities, and here's another chance for her to get the extra point that she failed to get in the second end. Draw anywhere to the rings. You love these shots, didn't you, Lou?
I love these shots. Well, my team has given me a draw. Thank you, thank you.
Guards and open draws to the rings were
Love
my
them.
favorite shots when I tried to skip.
It's out there a bit. Easy.
Well, Linda talked about taking advantage of your opportunities, and here is one of those opportunities for Kelley Law.
Should be there. Nice shot, Phil.
Take advantage of Anderson's miss.
2.
And it is 2 yellow, 2 for Law here in 5. And we are midway through this women's final of the Canadian Curling Trials, and Law leads by 1. Kelley Law and Sherry Anderson playing in this women's final of the Canadian Curling Trials. The winner to represent Canada at the Salt Lake Olympics in February. 3-2 Law leads. And with their thoughts, let's join Lyndon Ray.
Well, Ray, I think we have the score that we thought we might get, but maybe got there a different way because there have been some mistakes. And I tried to look at some of the things that we thought might be the keys to success in this particular game. And I think the first thing, if you talk about capitalizing on opportunities, finally Kelley Law did it, but we'll talk about that in a moment again. Reading ice and angles, I think maybe Sherry Anderson still has the edge, but both of them are being fooled by that straight spot on the one side. At the battle at third, we knew this would be great, and right now Julie Skinner has the edge. Big skip shots, well, I have to say we're still waiting. We're not going to give that to either side. And of course, we now have the score very close after the deuce by Kelley Law. But Ray, when we go back to that capitalize on opportunities, we have to really talk about the chance Kelley Law had in 2.
Well, in the second end, she had a tremendous chance to get the deuce, and what a way to get off to a great start. But it turns out it's a sealed one, you can see. And as you just mentioned, Linda, the weight was absolutely perfect. All she has to do is come down and tap the stone back. Sherry did not get the guard on, and the weight is absolutely perfect, but a little too much ice. She got caught in a straight spot. You can see it doesn't move. It's not moving. She has to get to the face of that, tap it back for a 2, but no such luck. But she took advantage of the 5th end, and she made the good hit. She got away with a little bit because she rolled out on her first one, but Sherry missed the shot and the 2-point draw.
And it looks like those big skip shots, that may be the story in the after 5, the last 5 ends.
Thank you both.
I just want to talk to
Kelley Law, Diane Nelson. Continuing with their break. Law leads 3-2. The women's final today. The men's final of these Canadian curling trials tomorrow, Sunday, 1 Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. Kevin Martin, who lost in the 97 trials final to Mike Harris, will face Kerry Burtnick. And that's the final. Sunday here on TSN as we resume play now after the fifth end break. Kelley Law with a 3-2 lead. Sherry Anderson playing the Redstones does have the hammer.
Well, a small mistake by Diane Nelson, who slipped behind the tee line, and Sherry Anderson, of course, ignores it. She's down one now. She's got the hammer, and she throws up the corner guard. The yellow stone, the Law stone, was, you like that in the top of the 4-foot or middle of the 8-foot, in front of the tee.
406, that's the other one we got tight here. Left line. We're tight. Yep. Line's good, guys. Wait. Yep. I'll bring it. Not too long. Good. Nice shot.
We knew this
Great
would be a
shot,
great
Di.
battle at lead. Both Donna Gignac and Diane Nelson playing so well. Right now a slight edge to Diane Nelson, but as Ray has already mentioned, slight positioning errors so far, and that may be the difference. Just a foot too long here or a little bit less curl there. Great numbers. These players are going to really determine the last 5 ends.
Well, you can see that rock slipping behind the tee line now allows, and Kelley threw a tight guard on it, but this allows Donna to come right around it.
Got to. You can wait. Well, this is okay. Whoa, we're not getting buried in. Guys. We're in. Yep.
We tuck a corner.
Yep. Hurry then. Hard. All the way.
Trying to wrap a little bit around.
Hurry. Okay, Donna.
Well, Kelley Law found out the hard way with this back 8-foot weight that it does not curl there. That's the shot we talked about in the break in the 5th end. And
We got all of it, plus a little bit.
that draw didn't come at all. You have to be a little careful not to jam it on the back one.
What about here?
You like to tack or?
Because if you split the top one, then you cover the corner over here, right? Just throw half.
Yeah.
Now you can throw back line.
Okay.
Okay.
Which would be about 3.5.
Here's a good look at it, which you can. She's looking up from the other end. You can just see the full stone, and they're playing it with just back line weight, just enough to tap it through.
Georgina Wheatcroft.
Yep. It's good. Yep. Yeah.
Big scrub now, big brush. Nelson Skinner trying to save it. Get it around their own first. Got to sneak it by that yellow if they can.
Okay, good shot. Not bad. Good.
Another great battle at the second position. Georgina Wheatcroft, I mentioned, struggled a bit last year at the Scott final, and she really wants to have a strong game. Right now, Sandra Mulrooney has the slight edge.
I
don't like that one on
this.
the center line.
Okay.
You guys all like this? We have lots of time.
Yeah, let's rub off it, Sandra. Get over here.
All right.
Going to play the split.
I just don't like that one on center line there. I'm
Play it
thinking
with
if we
this
hit
turn,
note, it's a terrible hit and roll
or is
on
she
top.
gonna
We got
play
all
it
our
with
red
this
out.
turn?
I know, we got all red out front.
I don't really like this here, though, but...
That's what I was just saying.
Come here, guys.
The call down from the other end was to nose the front yellow one. They just don't like its position.
I don't really like that. I mean, even if you make this split, if you get in there and she runs right back, she's sitting 2 with the guard there. We hit hers or tap hers, maybe a tap. Tap hers to the back of the house, kind of cover ours.
I like that. Is it not, yeah, I'm okay with that. Is it not easier just with ordinary hit to play the hit and roll? And even if we nose it and sit right there, that's not terrible.
Just tap that one she's talking about.
There, she's hitting and rolling.
They're both red out front.
The stone she doesn't like is this one.
Do we want to try to, I don't know if we want to cross it and try to pluck the back one and roll in. I don't think we can.
Can we roll in the rings if
I don't
we
know
do?
if we can.
I don't think so.
No, we don't want to do half and half and just screw it up for us.
Yeah.
I'm fine with whatever.
back line. I like hitting the top one, even if we just hit and roll in the rings. We don't even have to guard that one, just hit and flop.
Hit and flop to here?
Well, I mean, ideally
yeah,
over
actually,
here. But even if we hit and flop
to where that was and cover just the inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, Sandra. Actually, Sandra, that.
What's she at? 0? Pardon me, downwind? Okay. Straight up, uniform.
Oh! Control!
So what's the decision here?
Trying to hit and roll in front of the red stone.
Oh!
Just control.
Whoa! No roll, Donna, no roll. All right, good shot, Sandra.
Rolled a bit further than they wanted. Kelley Law can play the shot stone now.
Yep.
What kind of weight?
Control. Okay.
Okay, George, right at it.
Got good weight. Oh,
Regina Wheatcroft.
Yep. Yeah! Hurry! Whoa! Wow! Whoa! Whoa! That's it.
Nice shot.
Good shot, George.
Spills out on the other side. But Law, without the hammer, is lying 2 and leading 3-2.
Just rolled a little too far. Started to move its move early, and then I guess stopped, eh?
And they hadn't played that particular spot inside out before.
But that in-turn looks pretty consistent each time
Very
you throw
much
it. I
so.
really think that they should be relying a little more on that.
Weight close. Keep it clean. Got room. Room. Yep. Room. Still lots of room.
Weight's okay.
So no, we gotta go.
Room.
Watch out, big fuzzy thing. Yeah. Hurry. So late. Hurry.
Trying to tuck it around the
Shot,
guard, covering the edge of the 4. Get a little bit there. Not far enough, though, for shot stone. Looks like it's still third shot.
Yeah. Maybe this outside one's a better one to hit. I got the double there.
Yeah. Just hit and roll.
In front of ours isn't bad.
Hit and roll. Yeah. Okay. Normal.
Normal. Okay.
In this matchup we've been watching, Julie Skinner with the edge. Kim Hodson had such a terrific round robin and semifinal, but she has had a couple of struggles today.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hurry.
Can Nelson and Wheatcroft hold the line now? Get one, jump it across.
Nice shot. Good shot, Julie.
To lie 3 without.
Very nice.
Push that in a little more.
Yeah. I like that top one right on the nose.
Almost forced to do that again. What about right on? No. Can we get an inside flop? No, you're just going to flop up against ours and give her a
We can't roll on top of it?
No, you can't.
Oh.
I think you got to do this. Let you do that.
No, I don't like that one.
This isn't getting us much, though. There's still 1 and 2. There's still going to be 1 and 2 if we do that.
Yeah, but if we know that, if we can we do it so we can clip the back one so we're.
That's what I'm thinking. I was just thinking.
Still going to be 1 and 2 if we do that.
Yeah, can we just nose it and take those 2? Then we're
but
going to
then,
hit a double.
look at him. Look at him and just give him an easy double, and then that's no good.
The fly. I got it.
Right? She knows
But not if we flop to the inside. If we flop right here, sure. This one was a double, plus we might be lining those up. She can't see the whole rock. Like if we just flop even to the corner of this, she can't kill them both. Plus we'll probably pick that back one on our way by. We're close to doing something on the back one.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Okay.
We almost have to
cross it, though, eh? You think I can get there with the in-turn? It's pretty tight. No, we'll cross it. Yeah.
Going to try and play this one here. Trying to catch this one here on the way by. This one here. And try and go over a little bit, maybe, and move this one
Here's the broom, Kim.
this way a bit.
Just regular here, Kim. Yep.
Linda, at times you suggested you can overthink things. Is this one of these times? Is this complicated for them right now?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it was a good time to take a moment. I think Kim had a good thought about hitting that front one a certain way. I like the way they talked it through.
Get over. No. No, Donna, roll.
They said it would get across.
Get over.
Catch it. Oh, they did.
This was a straight spot on the one side of center, made the move, enough to catch the back. Nice shot.
Stayed out for a long time, too. I didn't think it was going to make that move, but just moved enough to catch the back with a nice shot.
Whoa. 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 Radar. Whoa.
Julie Skinner.
Radar. Coming. Great shot, Julie.
Boy, again, all on its own. Nothing from the front end of Nelson or Wheatcroft.
Nice shot. Here we go. Thanks, man. Yep. Shot.
Chance for Sherry to get in behind.
Clean, wait only. Wait's close. Yep, yep. Room. Get him. Wait only. Wait only, room. Wait only. Room. Whoa, we got to keep it high here, guys.
Leave it high.
No.
Not at all. Wants it high because there would be a jam if it sat at the top of the house.
Tuxter.
And it'll go deep back edge of the four.
Right.
Yeah, 86, 13.
Perfect line by Kim, just a little too strong, that's all.
Well, you see.
A little less weight's going to move a little bit more. They can hold it with brushing, get it by to the top of the 8-foot. Tremendous opportunity to score two.
So just
This
through
is-
them.
I think Kelley can see about half of it.
The first 5 ends, it was really a story of not capitalizing on those chances. Both skips with some great shots, but some mistakes as well, and pretty close so far. Sherry Anderson, you know she's going to draw well. Her hits have let her down a little bit.
Kelley Law in her first skip stones in the sixth. 3-2, Law leading.
Yep. Yeah.
Called on by Skinner. Nelson and Wheatcroft now backing off.
Yep. Yep. For the roll. Yep. For the roll. Hurry.
Going to get the roll. Roll it away.
That's what she wanted to do, get it as far away as she could. It's a lovely throw by Kelley. You can see right out of her fingers how softly she let it go. Didn't play with it.
That could be 4 foot. I could just be shot right there, even half buried. Makes it.
I think the come around's easier. Yeah.
No, that's what I gave you. That's what I gave you.
You heard the conversation.
Indulgent.
No, heavy though.
Yeah, but it doesn't really move hard, Kim.
4 foot's open to draw. All right.
Bury one in there, guys. We need just a bite of the 4 foot, buried in top 4. Leave it as high as you can, so if she plays on it, there's a possible jam, eh? Just get it to the bite at the top of the 4. Now, it's
With
still
the right
14.5
weight, do you think, Linda, it will bury, or do you maybe have to come the other way?
I think it will move enough at the end, but you have to throw it so the brushers don't have to get on it early and can get on it at the very end to try and tuck it. And remember, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. It's in the right spot as far as positioning. it might be a jam on the other one. So even if it's not dead buried, it might be okay.
4 foot. Oh, room. Tons of line. Wait only. Lots
Sherry
of line.
Anderson.
Wait only, guys. Whoa. No line. Let it hawk, Sandra. Whoa. No line. Coming now. Gotta get shot, though. But I think you're here. You want to leave it high? You want to leave it high? Okay. Yep. Bite the floor. Okay.
And bite the 4, they do.
That's a great shot. It's in a good spot. You could be jammed.
Hair higher. Hooked in there not bad at the end. Huh?
Just a little bit higher is right.
Same shot? Yep.
She would have liked it right about there. But it's still a very nice shot. A little tricky. Kelley Law has to be careful when she comes down here to try and tap this one back this way and not jam it on that.
She's got her rock in a pretty good spot and certainly has the feel for draw weight. But Kelley can remove it.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. More weight. Yeah.
Taken off on them. Heading towards the guard, trying to save it now. Nelson, Wheatcroft. Get it by. They do. Avoid the jam. They do too.
That's great curling. There's no question about that. That was a Victor. That was a very delicate little shot. Those are very easy shots to miss, in the sense that you have to be absolutely perfect out of your hand. You can see they are on and off it all the way. It holds enough to get just by the front rock and rolls over.
Good call, too, by Julie. She let it move at the end.
A little less.
And got the little flip.
I gave you right on the rock, and you just got your nose, eh?
I hate to give this Law team a chance in the second half to play some good shots, because that's when they're the strongest. So if you're close after 5, you've really got to pour it on to play against them.
Maybe a hair.
Just regular here, guys. Doesn't go crazy. I got to get to the nose.
Game of pressure. Keep the pressure on your opposition. That's exactly what the Law team did.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy, did she get it started here. She's facing 3 with her last one. Mulroney, Gignac trying to save it. Hit it on the nose. Get your 1. Don't roll too far. And she will.
1 yellow.
It's a steal of 1 for Law here in the 6th.
Sorry, George.
We've seen the share of mistakes. And here's one by Sherry Anderson. Right out of her hand. Called on, and they couldn't hold the line. And thankfully she had the backing. It may have gone for a steal of 2. Sherry Anderson struggling just a bit. And now she finds herself down 4-2. Law leads when we go to 7. Special Olympics Day continues here on TSN. There's the number, 1-888-888-0608 to make a donation to Special Olympics across Canada. And a reminder, our 2-hour live broadcast from 7 Eastern this evening on Special Olympics Day here on TSN. Well, it's been the mistakes. That's the difference.
Yeah, when you look at that end, you really have to be impressed by the way that Kelley Law threw those 2 out-turned tap-backs, because those were not easy shots. She could only see, 3/4 of the stone. Those are the kind of shots that you're very easy if you just set it outside a little bit. You don't get it to move, Victor. And if you ever turn them, they go like crazy. So that's a great performance of how strong we are mechanically.
Really, the whole end, the Law team did not give Sherry Anderson many opportunities. They made all of their shots, and just unfortunate on Sherry's last. I think she was a little inside of the broom, and it curled the whole way. First stone just in the top of the 12-foot. The corner guard was put into play by the Anderson team. Donna Gignac first stone.
Should be lots.
Center
we
guard.
Can go around.
Where are we? 4 foot.
4 foot.
Whoa.
Better.
Whoa.
A lot.
No line.
Tons of
No,
room.
we're back. Whoa, on its own. On its own.
Real deep then.
Okay, yep.
Gotta go for
Back 8.
Hard, 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 hard. All the way, all the way. Quick, 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 quick. All the way, all the way. All right. Not bad, Donna.
They just wanted that actually to position in front of the yellow that's in the house. It came too deep and it is open.
Can hack.
Hack, okay.
Hack, wait. Hey, George.
Georgina Wheatcroft, but it didn't look, Linda, like there was any great finish on that stone either.
No, it's just a very tricky piece of ice, and it's funny how many times we've seen the come-arounds all played with that same turn, that same side of the sheet.
No line. Nothing yet. Forward.
Right
all
off.
the way on the red.
Right off.
All the way on the red.
Okay. Die. Go, Julie.
That was just more weight than I think that Kelley called for, Linda. That was definitely board weight, not hack weight. Looking to angle freeze on the one that's just behind the corner.
Sandra Mulroney. Now we're in the 7th here, Linda, and you've got...
Gotta go hard.
You're down by 2. How aggressive do you get without being reckless, I would think?
Top 12, yeah.
You get very aggressive. And Kelley Law's only given her this side of the ice because she feels that it's tougher to come around.
It's only parallel.
And we're seeing that is the case. So Kelley's playing it pretty cagey as well as far as where she positions her stones and what she leaves Sherry. But Sherry needs to go all out.
So I got a 99 clue in that. Fine too, George.
Well, short is fine here. Just get it back into this area here. This would be nice as well. The one thing you cannot be here is deep.
Well, perfect. Yeah. Yes. Hurry.
Hard line.
Room. Ton of room. Ton of room.
Sliding. Oh, we got room.
Right
Sliding
off.
now.
Sit down. Sit down.
That is not a good shot. And that was kind of a brushing error, I think, Linda, because you can be anywhere down there, but not there. Not behind the button.
I'd rather rub on the front and roll in a little bit top 12 than to be deep.
Thrown pretty well by Georgina Wheatcroft, but it was just bad communication as far as how much weight it had. Now a great chance here
Weight's close.
for Sandra to get in there, turn this end around.
Think we have to.
Does she want to go to it or be high?
Oh, we're okay.
Just behind the front is good.
Off. You got to get off now.
Okay.
Got it. Whoa.
Whoa, Donna.
Oh.
Cut by that stone. That red stone by even more. And she gets right up to the angles. Back forward. Shot stone.
All of it.
You okay? Just do this. Give them to weld again.
You
Do I still have the draw? Yeah. Yeah, let's just sit in there.
Are we line 1 or there?
Doesn't matter.
No, that's true. It doesn't.
No.
Get a split on that one? Okay. So 4.5.
You could hit it and roll away, but they're just going to play in front of it.
Then you give her the draw again, don't you?
Yep.
How's the weight?
Tight maybe.
Julie
Line's
Skinner.
fine, guys. Lots of room. Lots of room.
We got time.
Stay close. We got tons of weight. Whoa, whoa. We're tapping. Right off. All by itself. Whoa.
Tapping they are. You know what, Linda? On ice, which you both have said is great brushing ice, I think in this game we've seen more players try to throw it there by themselves rather than give it to the rushers.
I agree with you, Vic, and I do think it's a little bit of the pressure. You want to make it so perfectly, you're just adding that little extra to try and do it yourself. But you definitely can't do it because we've seen so many now slide behind the tee line.
Well, Georgina's rock in particular had to be short. Anywhere short. Top of the 12-foot's a good shot. You cannot slip in there.
Whoa, whoa,
Just
whoa.
a little bit of
back 4, back 8.
bad communication on the weight. That's all that was. Kim's got this outside a bit. I
Get
don't know.
off that
It's
4-foot
on the line.
line.
You can see
Get
it's just
over.
sliding right down the line.
Get over.
And again, all on its own.
Let it curl.
Coming
let
a
it
little
curl.
bit now.
All right. All right.
She's got a little more movement than I thought she was going to get for a while there.
Same weight? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Same weight. Oh, they're shot, eh?
The law team makes a good
Same weight.
shot here. Boy, I'll tell
Same?
you, they're in good
Yeah.
shape. Roll over there.
This is a very important shot, needless to say, but if it gets in the top of the 4, no matter what happens to the red rock, you really cut off the path.
She threw it very cleanly.
A little tighter, you heard them say, because it's inside that 4.
Whoa, clean.
You can hear Kelley's.
Can you get across the face now, angle it back, and get a little inside roll? They do. And look at that. 1, 2, and 3.
Good call by Kelley, because Julie was really all over that.
You could see it was warping in there.
But that's the pressure of the
Julie.
time, too. You just can't panic. You have to let the person in the house call it.
Nice shot. Nice. Way to go. Yeah, just stay with it, eh? Yeah.
Watch the release here, just absolutely crystal clean.
Right through. Good. I give you left, eh? Great shot.
And Kelley called the line
Where are
perfectly.
you hitting it? On the nose? Yeah.
Just no problem.
Okay.
Got the little roll, perfect position, top 4.
Pop those out in the open.
They have to go up to the front.
Try and get the front off.
You can run it
We
back
gotta
on
make
shot
sure
rock.
we get to face, though, eh? Yeah, unless you want to go this way. No, I'm okay with this.
Just we can't hit it on the high side because then we lose everything and flop this way. So we got to get to nose.
It's regular.
Anderson in
Little
big
firm.
trouble.
Oh, you said firm? Okay.
Law line 3 without the hammer in the 7th.
And the biggest trouble is the fact that the 4-foot path is cut off. They didn't mind the ones deep.
Whoa! 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 No, never.
Run it back, catch anything. They'll get that one off the
All right.
top of the 4-foot.
My first.
It's just not finishing like it.
All right. How about a guard? Tight guard. Right here.
That's not bad, Kelley. I
Oh,
know,
she
but
should
then we
come-
come
she
into
could
the
come-
rings, right? She could come off that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I like this, Kelley.
They're talking
Do you?
guard.
I like this too, and if,
talking
if
guard.
it's hanging, let's leave it short. Okay.
Anywhere
You
short.
worked in here before, Kelley. Remember that one you threw that one in? Feel really good.
Talking right there. But anywhere short, Linda, is not a bad shot at all. You just cannot be deep.
I like top 4.
Where do you guys like this?
Top 4 if the line's good.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. But give it past, eh?
There were a couple of big steals. Started the game with Sherry Anderson stealing, and you thought maybe that was a bit of momentum, but the momentum has switched back with the big steal in the 6th end. And that was by Kelley Law.
Sherry Anderson unable to hold her shooter. Rolling too far and giving up the steal of 1. Kelley Law on the first skip stone here in 7.
Way out there. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Whoa, guy. Whoa. Whoa. Cleaning. We need to clean Way out there. We gotta go. Okay. It's gotta be short. Okay. Whoa. 8 foot. Whoa. Hard now. Let it go by. Whoa. Whoa.
What do you got? Can you freeze on this one? Can you freeze on this?
No. Whoa. We go.
Yep. Yep.
Well, we don't want it behind.
Whoa. 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 There now. Shot.
Well, it's not a good shot, really, to be honest with you. If anywhere short is fine. You just can't come in like that.
Came a bit too much. Good line.
Gotta try to cross.
Yeah, you got to.
The line was fine. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
Heavy draw. That was a 14. I needed to.
You could have played the guard. I mean, you can't come in there. That's
Anything just short, top 12, any of those kind of shots were fine.
but it doesn't seem to, it's
Really
not
go?
really going real hard.
You can take this stone
get to the
here, this
face of it.
stone
Yeah.
that's right here, you can see, and you can put it here, you can put it here, you can put it here, you can put it there, you can put it there, you can put it there. But where you can't put it is right there.
Heavy draw. Even this draw. Got to get to the inside of it.
And now it's up to Anderson and Linda to take advantage of it.
Yeah, she's got to jump all over this right now.
Oh, mine's good. Okay, still 14. Yeah.
The speed has not changed. It is fast ice. You just have to
we're
be
back
very
in.
careful about your drive from the half.
Yes, line! Hard for line! Hard! Hard!
Gignac, Mulroney, got to sneak it by. Drag it by, ladies. Can you do it?
Okay, now I think we guard.
I don't think there's any thinking about it.
So you had there. Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
Once again,
So-
what you can do is you can put the rock right here, right here, right here, right here, right even here.
Okay.
But not down in here. No.
Guard. Hey. Okay, Kelly, take your time.
If it is one of those first X's, that's big trouble for Sherry Anderson.
See anything?
She's in trouble anyways. The button is barely accessible no matter what you do.
5 for a guard.
Okay. Line straight. Got the weight.
Oh, God, keep
Line
out here.
straight. Come on, guys. Hard. Got to curl a bit. Tight. Whoa, then.
Okay,
Line's tight. Line's perfect.
Line's good.
Line's perfect.
For 8 foot?
No.
No, 12 foot.
No, you're good. Just keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Whoa.
Nice shot, Kelly.
She gave it to the front end this time.
Great shot.
Could have been over a little bit. Might have over curled a tiny bit.
Just over a wee bit. But pretty nice shot.
I think you can cut him down to 1, eh? Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Someone's giving me
if the
bad.
rock had just been over a wee bit further,
I gotta have a
but you
knock.
couldn't leave a hole either. The rock had been over in this area here. It's a little better for her, but it's a nice shot. Sherry really has to just, what she has to do is feather it by, right by here. Just get by this one as close as she can and try and get it into this area right here and try and maybe cut it down to 1. I don't know if she can get to the button, Linda.
Gotta get
She might be able
by
to.
the button.
Facing 3.
Being past that guard or not.
It's a big question mark in this spot. We have not seen a great
That
deal
was
of
too
finish.
much.
So I think maybe second shot is all she can get unless she really gets some grab past that guard.
Trailing 4-2. Final stone.
Line's good.
Sherry Anderson in this 7th.
Okay, your line's good.
And drawing
Yes,
against
for
3.
line. Line's good. Line's good. Whoa. Whoa.
Mulroney closer to the stone.
Just play for T-line, guys.
Gignac
Just
out in
T-line.
front. By the guard. Now it's got to start digging in. It's got to dig
Sandra,
in.
take
It's
this
heavy.
one.
It'll go back. And it'll be a steal of 2
Yeah.
more. Missed opportunities, mistakes by Anderson, costing her as Law now leads by 4.
Labatt Blue wants to send you and 3 friends on the ultimate Olympic road trip. Watch the gold medal hockey game live, then party at our concert with the Tragically Hip and Canada's Olympians. Look in specially marked cases for your chance to win. No purchase necessary, must be 21.
A whole lot can happen out of the blue. Who that blue?
Ready for you from Rogers AT&T. Phone with 6 months airtime starting from just $99.99 all in. Imagine.
One blustery autumn Sunday, two warriors hunkered down in the fury of battle.
For the win! Interception!
With one crushing blow, momentum turned. As the stalwart Viking mounted a final aerial assault, the battered warrior could only watch his hopes of victory vanish.
Lady in the foreground, just looking back, Joan McCusker on the left, Jan Beckner in the middle, Marcia Gooderite, and Shannon England, the husband of the late Sandra Schmerler. All on hand here. In fact, Jan Beckner was the 5th player for Amber Holland's team out of the Kelley Club in Regina. Holland finishing just out of playoff contention.
Top 4? Yeah, weight's good.
Gotta go for top 4.
So it's a 4-point lead for Law as we go to 8. Anderson with the hammer.
And Kelley Law's team is very definite about what they want to do. The first stone was put through because they have that big lead now. Corner guard goes up, rock into the rings now to try and bring the play away from the corner guard. And so it's up to Donna Gignac and Sandra Mulroney to try and set some stones up that then Kim Hobson and Sherry Anderson can use to get at least a 2 this end.
Yep, thanks. Have a look.
Funny game, though, sometimes,
My broom.
isn't it, when you are Sherry Anderson and this team yesterday that played so brilliantly, and then today seemed almost stone cold.
Well, yeah, they've missed golden opportunities, and then you have to, go the other side and give all the credit, a lot of credit to Kelley Law. She's also skipped a very good game, I think, to this point, Linda. She's kept the pressure on. She's made those soft shots, those tap outs, and the whole team has. So now this is never the easiest thing in the world, defending leads. So
especially with the 4-rock free guard zone rule, even if you feel like you're in a comfortable position, especially when a team is trying to steal to get back. If Sherry Anderson could take a couple with hammer, stealing's more possible because of the opportunity to get up front stones.
Okay, shot. Shot.
Sandra Mulroney.
Steven.
You can see the Scott Tournament of Hearts necklace she wears. She's participated in a Scott. That's what all the competitors get.
Shot. It's a little last count.
I've mentioned that the Kelley Law team is a little slow to start. That's why they play it open, but then they tend to pour it on, and those are big numbers. And especially at the back end, Sherry Anderson and Kim Hodson have struggled on a few of the key shots today.
Yes! Hurry! Hurry! Clean! Yep.
Nelson and Skinner.
Okay.
Good brush to hold the line, and they'll get the feel.
Same thing, Sandra.
Is that something you could work on, Linda, with a team? I mean, if you're notoriously slow to start, I mean, if Anderson had been on her game and been able to build up some kind of a lead, that makes it more difficult, obviously, to come back.
Yeah, it's a good point, Vic. Now, their way of dealing with it at the moment is playing it open, but if Sherry Anderson had not played along with that, if she put some rocks up in the first end, for example, they might have been forced to the tougher shots. So there are ways that teams can deal with being slow starters, and often it comes down to some physical things that you can do to get a little more energized and ready. But right now, they seem to have a game plan that works.
Julie.
Should be energized by a 6-2 lead.
Yep. Hurry. Hard. Hurry. Hurry hard. Hurry, guys. Hurry. Right over.
One more time.
That's fine. Okay,
I'll roll it again to the corner, covering the edge of the 4. We'll all be back with you Sunday afternoon, 1 Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific, for the men's final of these Canadian curling trials. Kevin Martin against Kerry Burtnick.
Yep. Oh, wait only. No line. Room. No line. Where are we, guys?
Julie put up that other guard by hitting and rolling over in behind the red stone, so there are now a couple of guards to come behind.
Whoa, we're there. Okay, okay, way to go. Right back, farther. Shot, Kim. Sit and roll over.
Just couldn't get it to finish. I don't know if she was outside or not.
Control. I like control. I can see the whole rock. Okay.
Just establishing the weight.
Control that. Yeah.
Julie Skinner.
Hurry!
Right out of her hand.
Hurry!
Nelson and Wheatcroft.
Hurry!
Right out of her hand.
Whoa.
Oh, nice brush.
Okay.
To hold it, to lie 2 without.
I'm not sure they wanted to stay there, though, Vic. They wanted to hit that on the outside. She was a little inside and roll away, because this gives Sherry a little chance now. Something to come down to. Kim Hodson, and make a good shot here. You can make it make Kelley Law's first shot very difficult. Much preferred to roll away from there.
Yep. More weight. Oh, whoa then. Whoa. No then. Whoa. You got better line this time, though. Whoa. Curl off.
You don't want the big bump here. You want her to just come down and sit on top of it.
Baby.
You don't want to move the front one, the yellow rock, very much at all.
Okay, Kim.
Too much?
Yeah, way too much. Way too much.
All right.
Not only is that you have to sit there, this is the outturn that Kelley Law played 2 shots in the 6-10 coming this way, and she threw them perfectly, Lou.
She really did. Nice, clean release. As we get into this end of the game, though, you notice Julie was a little bit inside on both of hers, and sometimes that happens with a little extra tension. You tend to overreach and maybe be a little inside. Also thinking, can't be wide. I can always touch a guard better than blow by it. So this is where you really have to focus on release.
Kelley Law on her first, here in 8.
Control. Clean. Yeah. Hurry! Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Little roll. Whoa. Nice shot.
And roll it away and in behind.
Nice shot. Good sweeping.
Just throwing that outturn so cleanly, Linda.
And we're a long way from the finish, but you can see a little bit of the difference of the experience under these conditions. Kelley Law, she's played in a Scott Tournament of Hearts, World Final. She's been there so many times. And for Sherry, she has that Cashfield experience, but it's just so different to be in a final like this.
Sherry Anderson needs to get on the run. She trails by 4. If she hopes to get back in this one and have a shot at becoming the Canadian team, the women's team in the Olympics. Salt Lake City right now. Kelley Law has her eye on it.
just know that out turn out there will not come. It will not come. Kelley makes...
Not bad, 298.
Doesn't take her very long to decide what she's throwing. The in turn down the center, peel it out of there.
Nice control. Julie's goes here, and mine will too. So, I throw nice normal.
The other turn is supposed to move that stone right there.
Hi, Daddy.
Doesn't care where she rolls to. If she sits right on top of the center line, it would be perfect. Oh, that is a great shot.
Now where do you go and how do you get in?
Nice shot.
I mean, she has a habit of coming up big at the right times. Let's go back, Vic and Linda, to Glasgow and the 2 out turns she made in either the 6th or 7th. And I can't stretch it that far.
No, I know.
But she was in big trouble, and she went and made 2 wonderful out turn come around draws to save an end. And she just has a habit of making big shots at the right time, and that's. And also, she seems to be able to park the pressure somehow. And that's all the preparation that these teams have done. You know, all of them worked hard on that, but...
And now it's up to Sherry Anderson to try and park some of that pressure. She's facing 3.
Yep, hard.
Double it.
Easy.
And sit for 1.
Yeah, hard.
Mulroney, Gignac.
Yeah.
Right on the nose and sit there.
Shot.
Good shot.
To get the single. And Anderson acknowledges she finally made one. And what a time. She'll get 1 here in 8. And at least it keeps her alive. Looking at 3 with her final stone. It's been a struggle for the skip from Delisle, Saskatchewan.
Hard. Shot.
But they're all inside for a single point. And we'll play on. We'll go to 9. Law has the hammer back, leading 6-3.
We know we're going to make them throw them, so let's make them.
Okay.
It is truly a wonderful sight, the hoarfrost on a sunshiny day here in Saskatchewan as we go to 9, 6-3. Law leading Anderson. And these curling trials will be the featured story in the next edition of the Canadian Curling News. Keep up to date with CCN. And to order a subscription, there's the web address, phone number, and the address of their publisher, Doug Maxwell, as we play for the medals and the trophies here at these Canadian curling trials. One of these 2 teams, Sherry Anderson or Kelley Law, will represent Canada in curling at the Winter Games in Salt Lake. And Law, with the lead, has the hammer back as we begin play in 9.
This is a situation we talked about. Yes, there is a 3-point lead, and yes, Kelley Law has the hammer, but with the 4-rock rule, you can get up a couple of front stones and set up a steal.
Go far for lots of separation, guys.
Yep. Right up. Get it past as far as you can. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, Don. Like the tick or the come around? You could try right here. It's not bad. Yep. Okay, Di. Yep. Top 8, top 12.
Diane Nelson. Now those stones overlap just a little bit, Linda. Does this play into the decision here to go around?
Whoa, George.
Well, it's interesting that they really had a long thought about what they're going to do this end. The first one that Kelley Law's team played in, they did play into the rings. I thought they might not, because eventually, Vic, they may try to double peel those red stones. And we also know how straight it is over here, so it's tough to bury around them.
Hey, Di. Hey, wait.
Great weight.
I thought you might try some kind of a tick. The draw is not because you're going up to run off the peel the front rocks in a moment anyway. So even if she makes a good come around draw here, you should anyway. Especially with a second that can throw weight, and Georgina Wycroft can throw weight.
Lots here. Close. Freeze to it isn't bad. We're not drilling. We might be still okay. Top 4. Yeah. Just play around. Top 4. Are we? Yeah. I'll bury it. Bury it. Hurry! Quick, push it! Push it! Shot, Sandra.
They bury it for second shot.
It really doesn't matter to Kelley Law where that stone is, because she's going to go right up here and peel off these stones.
Yep. Okay.
Right at it.
She'd like to get them both if she can.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Yes. Whoa. Yes. Okay. Shot.
Gets the top one.
Good shot. Good shot. Sure, how much? Or less.
Sandra Mulroney, are you protecting
Quake
second
knife.
shot here, or are you trying to hold her to one at this point, Linda?
Well, right now you're putting up front stones, still setting up to steal. At the moment, it doesn't matter what you're guarding. You need a guard. Hopefully later in the end, you can set something up behind it to be shot rock. At the moment, it doesn't matter who shot rock to Sherry Anderson. She needs rocks out front.
And the other thought process for Kelley is that she does have the hammer, and she'll want to keep, if possible, the 4-foot open, just in case there's something in there that, she may have to get in to draw. It's just another peel. That's all you care about.
Whoa, whoa. Yikes. Whoa.
She pitched this one outside. This will not come. She'll take out her own.
That'll get the crowd here in the Agridome stirring a little bit.
Yeah, that's obviously a bad shot.
Mind you, I've been heavy.
She can hit the one on the nose.
4. You think more than that, Sandra? Think a 7?
Kim Hodson, this crowd here in Regina has really been taken out of it so far, as you might expect.
We're still okay. Close. Back 12.
Hoping for the team from outside of Saskatoon, from Delisle, Saskatchewan.
No, we're fine. Whoa, dig.
Missed opportunity, dig in.
Okay. 12. Yeah, we're second. Great. Yeah. Actually, we're room for my bars. Not bad.
A reminder, we will have the mixed golf team championship immediately following our coverage of this women's final. Mike Weir, Laurie Kane are teamed up. All Canadian team in those championships.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Run it back.
Shot.
They'll take it, but there's still 2 front rocks for Sherry to use. And we saw that the last come-around attempt by Kim really curled. She was just too deep. So we have found a spot where they know it'll bury.
No. No.
Good.
No. Wow. No.
Where are we? Where are we? 4 foot. Yeah! Hurry!
Front end like the weight.
Wait on. Line's good. Wait only.
Wait only.
Whoa. No.
They said it was 4 foot.
Shot, Cap. All right. Come on. Try to double.
Double peel is what she's asking for.
Peel that way.
Or run it right back.
Way. It makes no sense peeling that way.
Why? To get our yellow. It's your last one?
Double guard it.
Oh, yeah.
I think we got a peel.
Well, yeah, but I like the intern better.
What, this?
No, no, no. Peel it on the intern side.
To get the double?
Yeah, but if I jam it, it's not good.
She's thinking just straight intern
Right?
peel.
Because then I'm double guarding it. Then it's going to have a guard in it anyways if I jam
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You can see what Julie's talking about, and I agree with her. She doesn't want to jam it.
Plain guard on your first if she just peels for one. Even if she double peels.
Let it go right back on.
Or I could jam
And then
it.
we got the whole house open.
Or I could jam it right onto the yellow and leave them a guard and then she's coming around again.
Or you could nose it.
But if you jam onto the yellow, yeah, you could go over there.
And then she's coming around again and we're really in trouble.
Yeah,
If I just straight peel it at the intern, then she's got to try to put a guard here, and we've got this one.
She'll hook it, right? And we've got this one top. She'll hook top 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has to.
Yeah.
she just wants to
But that leaves the back
peel
one
that
open.
one.
I don't like the straight peel.
Do you?
Yeah.
With the intern?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I personally agree with that. I don't think I would be trying to... If you jam it on the red one...
One thing you have to remember when you have your list of factors, Sherry Anderson is down by 3, so Kelley Law has to keep thinking about that. I have a little bit of room to maneuver here. I can't make a big mistake, so a single peel, open it up, look for a mistake, then you might have an opening to get it shot raw.
Clean. Clean it. Yep. Yep. Clean. 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 Okay. Nice shot.
Shot, Julie. Nice one.
And in my opinion, the right shot.
Nice shot.
That one is now exposed.
Just straight guard, guys. Now, it's no different out here, is it?
I don't think so. Kim 277 there. Slid real nice. 9. Wow, it's outside of the flat.
You heard the comment from Sherry Anderson, just a straight guard.
Like a 16 for guard? Yeah. I'd like it even with that yellow one.
I told you Kelley Law is sometimes a slow starter. Sherry Anderson came firing out again following that great semifinal performance, but has made some mistakes since the beginning of the game.
Whoa, lots of line.
Whoa.
Tight.
Whoa.
Whoa. Off then. Whoa, line's pretty good.
We're real tight.
Line's good. Stay
Whoa,
close.
whoa.
Stay close.
We can't be in, guys.
Whoa, no, 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 no.
Yep. Yes, yes. The only problem with the double is that it might go into that.
We can just get to here.
Get the inside of it, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
And pop it into the open. You might get it over to here.
Yep. Right there.
So just cross it a bit, eh, Kelley?
Yep.
Okay.
You heard the comments.
Yeah, it's pretty straight, eh?
Huh?
It's going to be pretty straight.
It's going to be pretty straight.
So normal?
Just trying to get across the
Catch that
face.
then. Yeah, I think so, Kelley.
And try and
Makes sense.
drive it over here. What you don't want to do, of course, is drive it that way.
Pretty close to a nose, eh?
Okay.
Pretty close to a nose.
Yeah, if we can cross it a little bit, that'd be good. Yeah, on the inside.
Yeah, they're playing it that way, though, I think. I don't know. There's the face, I guess.
They are.
They are.
Yeah. It's normal.
And there is the Kelley Law we know so well, playing such a good game in the second half.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Pulse, yes. Heart. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Back right off. Nelson Wheatcroft. Come across the face a little bit. Get it. Oh, there's the jam.
That's good. Shot.
It's still a good
Great
shot.
Hits it off the butt. Great shot.
Good shot. Open it up, eh? Hey? Good.
Yeah.
That was the danger. That's what they talked about a little bit, was jamming it, coming off the red and jamming on the other yellow. You heard Julie say that.
Had to curl a little bit more and then it might have gone over the top, eh?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
So you think the same thing?
But it's hanging out.
12, top 8. Otherwise, suck it right in there.
Final stone for Sherry Anderson.
Yep.
In the 9th.
No, your line's
down
okay,
6-3 and looking
Tons of
to
room.
steal.
Got to go for weight, I think, Kim. Okay, you got tons of room. Your line's looking really nice.
14 seconds is what we're looking for.
Here they go, a little light maybe. Baroni, Gignac, can they drag this one by? No!
Okay, well.
Well, yesterday they were on the positive side of the inch, and today they're on the negative side of the inch. That was so close to getting by that stone.
A little bit more.
Kelley Law will be facing 3 with her last one.
Yeah.
A nose hit and you give up 1. A roll in and you can score.
Normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Up. Whoa. Clean it. Get up. Yep. Hard.
Nelson and Wheatcroft get this started. Looking for the little roll that would give her 1.
She just is throwing so well, Linda, whether it be in or out turn, and she's just mechanically so strong. She threw that, and she has that ability that all the top players have to control the pressure.
And you can hear Anderson saying, if I had only gotten mine around, it would have been maybe a little different. Nice brush by the front end of Nelson and Wheatcroft. The roll to the center for a single. And so Anderson will have the hammer.
Okay, guys.
It's an awful long way back.
So, through or through in?
We can already see 1 lost stone by the bumper. She's not going to take any chances. Here leading 7-3. Sherry Anderson does have the hammer as she tries to fight her way back.
That last end just shows you how scary this rule can be, because a couple of mistakes, a flash by Georgina Wheatcroft on a front stone, and Sherry Anderson had 3 rocks in the rings. Now, yes, they were around the edges, but still, when you know what's at stake and you're throwing against 3, it's tough.
I couldn't agree more. If she makes that come around to the top of the 4-foot, all of a sudden Kelley Law has to draw, and you know, anything can happen. You come up short, you give away a deuce, or you give away 3 for that matter. You know, now you're tied up coming home.
Oh. Okay, Donna. Shot, Donna. Shot.
You know, Kelley may have chosen to play the hit over there anyway. Even if I think if the draw is perfect, she's going to play that hit anyway.
I think so.
I don't think she's going to draw in that situation. So
it's still not a very comfortable position, knowing that they can get those front rocks up.
But what it is, Linda, is it was a very good indication of how Kelley Law parks that pressure. She's able to just kind of, it never seems to bother her whatsoever. We've watched it now for 2 years, you know.
Shot, George.
It's one of those things, though, and we talk about it so much, Ray, that you cannot trade for experience. When you've been in this situation before, you have the chance to find the way to compose yourself. For Sherry Anderson, she was great in the semifinals, but you get to this point, she hasn't quite had that same experience, and you can try all you can, but it's still tough to not think about what this game means.
I agree. Well said.
Good girl, Sandra. Shot, Sandra. Shot.
Needing a miss, needing a mistake from the Law team now. right over and out of play.
It's a tough situation for Sherry Anderson's team. Obviously, in an anxious situation for the Kelley Law team. Such a huge carrot at the end. The trip to Salt Lake City.
I got lots of weight.
Opportunity to play for.
I think we're back out. We got a lot.
Gold medal.
Clean if it's close. Coming
Represent your country.
Okay.
I mean, it's just for an athlete in any sport.
Right back
what a tremendous thrill.
Yep. Yep. Hurry.
Law led 3-2 after 5, then stole 1 in 6, stole 2 more in 7th.
Shot, Sandra.
And they've traded singles in 8 and 9. 7-3 Law leads.
What? Chip line. You like peeling the guard? Yep.
I would.
Well, whatever one you like, whatever one. Well, this is, you can see all of it. Yep.
Just can't miss it on the wide side.
Control. Why not just so normal? How much can you see? Almost all of it. We like to peel.
Yeah, I wouldn't be playing around with weight. If you're going to play one or the other, you throw at it with good weight, tight broom, and get rid of it. I like the peel call better.
I like to peel call myself.
We saw a great example of that in men's play earlier this week.
Yeah, Vic, you're right.
Leaving a guard up when maybe it should have been peeled.
Hurry!
Russ Howard came back against John Morris.
Right over, George. Great shot, Julie. Shot. That's a good call. Yeah. Nice shot. Good sweeping, guys.
There are the fellows that come with the Law team. Grant Desir on the left. That's Diane Nelson's significant other. And then we saw Kelley Law's husband, Bruce Law, on the right. And Mark Wheatcroft in the middle. And
Dean went home. And the reason he went home was that he wasn't there when they won their Canadian Championship. And then he went to the Scott last year for the final, and they lost. So he says, he was here earlier this week. I'm going home. I'm a bad luck.
Got to make them all count.
A double in this game would be over.
Same thing. Queen, it's out there. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yes.
A double to go.
Okay.
Not yet.
So close.
Oh, I wanted to end it, man.
So close.
Got lot. Line. Got lot. You're okay. Corner freeze. Line's good. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. We got too much. Whoa. Shot, Kim.
The Agridome crowd responds. Kelley Law. They realize that this could end the game.
Take your time. Touch more. Just nice. Right at it. Yeah.
Still have to keep yourself together in this situation, Linda. Get in the hack and concentrate on the shot.
Have to hit it on the broom side to spill it out.
Clean. Yep. Hurry.
One more big brush. Nelson and Wheatcroft.
Big shot.
And they're going to Salt Lake City.
And they played very well, Linda. They really did. They kept control of their emotions through the whole thing. Kelley herself made some wonderful shots. Julie played a terrific game. It really was a team effort, and they were the best out there today.
Good luck, Dave.
Congratulations.
Full credit to Sherry Anderson and her team. A great effort, terrific in the semis. It just wasn't quite there today.
An obvious disappointment for Sherry Anderson, who played so well yesterday in a win in the semifinal over Pauline Jones. Coach Gene Friesen joining Kelley Law, Julie Skinner, Georgina Wheatcroft, Diane Nelson, and Cheryl Noble. And she'll have a chance to go for gold.
Well, you know, it's for a trip to the Olympics, so it looks easy, but it's not. And just another example of how Kelley Law was shooting so well today. Make it go away, and she did.
A golden smile. And now a big golden kind of hug from husband Bruce. She's going to the Olympics. A shot that will take Kelley Law and her team through to Salt Lake City. The winning shot to beat Sherry Anderson. And now the lady with the golden smile will have a chance to go for gold. Kelley Law and her team from New Westminster will represent Canada in Salt Lake City. And congratulations to all of you. Well done. It's the people here don't know the interview that you did with Linda earlier, and you talked about the dream and the 3 goals. You had one when you all got together, was the Scott. You did that. And you have now your World Championship, of course. That was 2 years ago. Now you get to try for the 3rd.
This is just amazing. Like, it's just an amazing feeling. Thank you, girls, for sticking in there. This is a really tough week. The best teams in Canada were here. All the credit to Sherry Anderson as well. And we are just so excited. This is really a dream come true.
You know, the thing that amazed both Linda and Ray is how this team has the ability to come back. You didn't start off very well. You personally, though, after the 6th, never missed a shot. You brought your numbers up to 95%. In fact, the entire team picked it up.
Well, we maybe had a little bit of a lapse in the second end. We had a chance for 2, but, you know, we've prepared for this week, and we thought we just have to come out and give it our all and try to make it, you know, the best shots that we can, 2 at a time, each end, each player, and that's what we did. So we just focused on the process.
Okay, everyone knows, of course, that Sandra Schmerler won the gold in Nagano, and now you'll try to win 2 in a row for Canada.
Well, it's a great honor for our team to go, and hopefully we can follow Sandra's footsteps.
Congratulations, Kelley Law, Julie Skinner, Georgina Wheatcroft, Diane Nelson, Cheryl Noble, and Coach Friesen. They will represent Canada in Salt Lake City.
Amazing. 2002 Toyota RAV4. You belong outside.
Interesting, isn't it, that the stolen points for Law, the difference in the game. 7-3, she wins it. And Linda, it comes back to what you said, I think, about the experience of this Law team, and I think it will go a long way come Salt Lake.
They're tremendously prepared. They've already worked with sports psychologists, physical trainers, so come February, they're going to be a very tough and a great representative for Canada.
You really have to be impressed, Linda. As the game went on, she got better and better and better, and that's an ability that you have to have. All the great athletes have it. You get the 3 points when you need it. She did not miss a shot after the 6th end. She made her last 8 rocks.
Kelley Law and her team from the Royal City Curling Club in New Westminster, BC. Diane Nelson, Georgina Wheatcroft, Julie Skinner, and skip Kelley Law will represent Canada in Salt Lake City. celebrates a win in the Canadian curling trials. And now, next stop is Salt Lake City, where she will once again hope to stand highest on the podium. We'll be back with you Sunday afternoon, 1 Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific, and we'll have the men's final for you. Kevin Martin, who lost the curling trials final to Mike Harris in '97, goes against Winnipeg's Carrie Burtnick, the former Canadian and world champion. Congratulations